Oh my God, 28.
Podcast, and it's called Soul Palate
Yay.
Podcast. It's a podcast. Anyway, sorry, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
Back
welcome to
again.
Soul Palate.
Another
Hey, Soul Palate
episode.
Pod. Here for another motherfucking episode. Hey, welcome. Ow, welcome.
I'm Capri.
I'm D.
Yes, and we be coming to y'all microphones or our microphones to your screens and on your ears to talk about spirits and normalize the Black and Brown palate.
All the things.
And think about all the things.
She
Inward,
just jumped into
outward.
smooth jazz real quick.
Real quick on your ass. No, if y'all been here, listen to us. We are so happy that you are back. Don't forget to share all of our things. Like, comment, subscribe, send it out to all the peoples.
Hit the notification button so
Yes.
you'll be aware every time we drop another episode.
Yes.
But
And keep telling your friends about us.
per. You know what? Somebody's using our promo code. Well, I'm sure somebody's, as in multiple people, but one person in particular emailed about the promo code.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So
I
it's
was happy to
working.
find that out.
That's wonderful. What promo code is that? Well,
Soul. Use promo code SOUL for all of your orders at seelbox.com.
yes. We
And
love
on the
it.
Seelbox app.
Yes. So make sure you go ahead and use that promo code. Get you free shipping.
Yes,
which
on
is
your
huge
order.
on all your orders.
Per.
Free shipping is really, really great. So
Yes.
you know,
Especially
gotta
if you're
keep up
ordering
with it.
multiple bottles. It definitely pays for itself. Trust.
It really does.
So yeah, speaking of Seelbox.com, we're going to be tasting a lineup of some brand new products that just came into Seelbox. That'll
What?
actually be dropping at the end of next week on
Okay.
Friday. The distillery is called Corbin Cash.
Okay, Corbin Cash.
And they're based in Atwater, California.
Okay, water.
Yeah,
Atwater?
Atwater.
Oh, I thought she was making the at sign. I don't know why.
No, not Atwater. Like AT Water.
Okay, nice. Wonderful.
Atwater, California. So
Atwater.
I actually did my due diligence today with the outline, guys. And I got a lot of great information about the distillery
it.
today.
Love
So just a
it.
snippet about Corbin Cash. Per their website, for over 100 years, we've been lucky to have farmland in California's beautiful San Joaquin. There we go.
Okay, all right.
San Joaquin Valley, where rich soil and endless sunshine create the perfect conditions for raising the best sweet potatoes. When David John Souza, who's the owner, took the reins of the family business, he set out to discover new ways people could enjoy this delicious food. A love of good times plus a dose of entrepreneurship led him to create an ultra-premium spirits company called Corbin Cash, named after his son, Corbin Cash Souza.
Corbin Cash. Wasn't that a character's name on some guy?
It
some
sounds
show?
like a character's name.
Yeah, what was that on? Corbin Cash.
Something like that. And so a little bit about, so they focus in terms of the produce that they use to produce their spirits. There's a heavy focus on sweet potato
Okay, awesome.
and on rye.
Nice.
So another little snippet from them. Our crop rotation is specially designed to be ideal for both farming and distilling all our sweet potato spirits and rye whiskey. Sweet potatoes thrive in our sandy soil in Central California's arid climate, and Merced rye is planted as a drought-tolerant cover crop throughout the fall and winter.
Drought tolerant. I didn't know that about rye.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I know it's a tough grain. Like, I know it can withstand a lot. But yeah, the drought tolerant part
That's really cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that's very relevant to California in particular.
Legit.
Well,
Well.
that's a little bit about Corbin Cash, honey. And we have vodka in the lineup today, child. Y'all
Love
know
it.
it's a rare treat with me for some vodka to be in the building.
Very
So
excited.
let's get into our first sip and then
First
do our
sip.
catch up.
Okay.
So first sip is Corbin Cash's sweet potato vodka, made from their 100% estate-grown California sweet potatoes, water from their farm's natural aquifers, and filtered slowly through their carbon blend. Corbin vodka is made in a fashion that produces hints of sweetness and a buttery smooth texture. So vague, but we'll take vague. It's neutral enough for mixed cocktails and smooth enough to be enjoyed on the rocks. They all say that.
Right.
So we shall see. Already on the nose, though, the sweet potato is really nice.
You definitely smell the sweet potato.
I smell it raw. I smell it cooked. I smell the skin.
Yeah, the dirt. Mm-hmm. And also a little bit
I
of
like
lemon.
that. That dirt is like very
Lemon
much-
oil.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a brightness. There's a sweet here too that doesn't necessarily give sweet potato, but just gives like
sugar.
Yeah, sugar.
Which I think lends itself to me for the cooked sweet potato part of it all.
Yeah.
And then the alcohol is really coming through. It does give it a little bit of a nail polish.
Yeah. What's the proof on this one? 80 proof, so we ain't looking wild out here.
I'm doing nothing crazy. All right, here we go.
Oops. I left some old information on there.
Sorry. It's okay. Not my favorite on the palate.
I'm actually not mad at this.
It smells really delicious.
Shocker. You know what it gives me?
That was already yawning.
I get some chocolate here, which I wasn't expecting at all. Wow, I was not expecting that.
Y'all might as well just call me Sneezy Capri.
Sneezy Pre.
Child.
Sneezy Preezy.
I get without motherfucking blowing my damn nose.
I'm getting chocolate. I'm getting some sort of like. It's not caramel. What is that? There's something sweet there, maybe leaning more to like towards like a raw, like very raw, unfiltered honey type situation. Not to give y'all the indication that it's like super sweet, because it's not.
It tastes kind of like raw coconut too, a little bit too. I feel like or coconut oil.
Yeah, I think you got a point there. Definitely got some pepper happening.
Yeah.
Common vodka trait. I'm not mad at this though. I'm not drinking a cocktail. Why not?
I'm okay.
I'm not sipping any vodka on the rocks, okay. but I'll drink this in a cocktail.
Yeah, that's right.
I've definitely had worse vodkas for sure. And this is just someone who does not like vodka, just as a category. So there's of course my few pools that I can tolerate and enjoy.
I think for me, I want a little bit more body to it, to be honest with you. It's a little thin for me.
I was going to say texturally, yeah, it does fall a little thin. And it evaporates fast.
Yeah.
I give the finish maybe medium. Not quite short enough to be short, but it's definitely not long. Give it medium.
Yeah.
Because those notes that I enjoy, they fade pretty quick.
Schmeeds.
Yeah.
Schmeeds.
Giving cocktail vodka. Cocktail vodka.
Okay,
Corbin Cash. Corbin Cash.
Catch up. What we talking about?
I was wondering what was going on in the motherfucking planets and stars and moons, and realized we're in the first retrograde of the year.
Yeah,
since the retrograde that was technically started December 2022, ended January 2023. So now we're in April 2023. Retrograde starts officially on the 21st of
right
this
after the eclipse.
Motherfucking month. Right after the eclipse, child. So there's a lot going on in the stars and moons and planets and shit. Because not even just in my own life, but in some of my friends' lives, just in conversation, like random people popping up, calling and FaceTiming and shit that haven't come around in a while. Like shit like that's
like
happening.
Years. Wow. I had somebody from my college days I used to mess with pop up in my DMs. I was like,
boy, say what? Hey, big
head. Not today, honey.
Hey, Sneezy Breezy.
Right.
What they say?
Just like, hey, it's been a while. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. The fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Get off my
I see you be at Metro Bar, but I don't.
I was gonna say, when did you last see that, sir?
You just like scrolling through my Instagram?
He's just looking for some shit to talk on. That's what y'all got in common. He also goes to Metro Bar.
I know you a baby daddy now. You could take that over somewhere
else. Oh, please keep that.
Out of here.
I like that. Motherfucking retrograde,
so, girl, you know, Mimi, she posted on her story. And it said, you know, give me, like, don't shuffle it up. Don't shuffle it down. Give me a whole new set of cards.
A whole new deck of motherfucking cards.
Like, I don't need it. Emotionally intelligent.
Emotionally intelligent.
Just
intellectually
general
intelligent.
Freak nasty. Little freak nasty, okay?
Open to being freak nasty.
Freak nasty. Hello. I need you to be
willing to expand your sexual palette.
That for sure, because that is just so much fun. We want to explore with somebody, explore each other's bodies, and then possibly move into exploring other people's bodies. I'm here for it. Let's go. I also just need building things. Want to cook, want to learn how to cook, want to cook together. Yes. You know what I'm saying? acceptance, full on personal acceptance. Me accepting you, you accepting me, like just like all the things,
and willing to allow a person, especially a very grown ass person,
ground
with a whole life that's happened, to be able to have that life that has happened without feeling penalized for said life being lived.
Please.
That's major.
That's so huge.
That is major.
Someone that likes to dance. Someone that likes to go out.
Yes, it's we like to shake a tail feather.
I do. And don't get me wrong, if you're a stoic person, want to be
you
like
can be
chill,
a real,
but you can go out with me. I need that.
Yes.
I need that.
You can hit a little,
eat,
little lean back.
You want to travel.
Definitely got to want to travel.
And just confident in your own skin. So confident that whatever we do together is our confidence together. Has nothing, anything around us, outside of us, has nothing to do with what we have
to infiltrate what's happening internally.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need
I like that.
Unpenetrable. Yes.
Impenetrable.
Impenetrable.
I think it's impenetrable. I think
not able to be penetrated. Bubble of us. That's what I need. I found that out. That's what I need. And hey, look, you learn your lessons. You learn your lessons because you know what you need now.
Exactly.
And
you gotta go through to get through the other side.
That's it.
And to learn the things, learn what you want, what you don't want. That's just so valid.
That's so true.
Just thinking about who I was dating right before Raw.
Yeah.
Definitely showed me what I wanted and what I did not want.
Right.
In good ways and in bad ways.
Right.
So, yeah, that's so true.
I'm happy for that. I'm happy to be able to be, more mature in my years in life.
Yeah.
That I can see the lessons that I learned. You know what I'm saying? Short amount of time, very big impact. And I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for whatever's next. If it's just me, it's just me.
It ain't just you, girl.
Well, I mean, like for a little bit. If it's just me,
a little bit,
it's fine. I'm okay with that.
I
got some stuff to do. I'm on my vitamins. I got my energy up. We doing stuff.
Yes. I had a great Pilates class today.
Yeah.
I was quite proud of myself. I was able to hold my planks and shit.
Okay.
So I can feel the strength part of it actually improving.
That's good.
So I was quite proud of myself at the end of class today.
I love that.
I wore me a sweatshirt so I could have extra sweat. And I was just, I'm getting back in my active bag.
Yeah.
So,
we love that.
and I felt way more productive and creative, and just juices were flowing more and stuff. So I think Pilates might be it. I might have found it.
I told Chandra to hit you up because she's going to start Pilates.
Doing Pilates?
Yeah.
Hey, Chandra girl.
She said she'd call you, so.
Okay, man. I love me some Chandra, child.
Yes.
Bring your ass to DC, Hetty.
I know. She said she might be trying to come out soon.
Okay.
I think this year's her 10-year Howard homecoming, I think. So she'll at least be here at the end of the year. But yeah.
Oh, shit. This is my 10-year mark. Next month. 10 years ago, I graduated college.
Oh,
VCU.
are y'all doing anything? Are you going to go
I have no fucking clue. They probably said some alumni shit. I don't know. If there is someone in charge of our graduating class, they're not sending shit to me because I don't know them. So that's a big ass school. I have no clue. I'm going to look into that, though. I need to do a little something, pop down Richmond real quick.
When's y'all homecoming?
So technically, we don't have homecoming until... Well, so
you do basketball
this
homecoming?
year. I was gonna say this year's homecoming passed in February because it's for basketball season.
Okay,
so we don't have a homecoming in fall that anyone will be down there for. It happens at the top of the year, so that's already passed. I just realized it was 2023, child. I graduated May of 2013.
Hey, out of there!
Damn, 10 years removed from college. I'm getting old. Jesus Christ. That feels like yesterday, but at the same time feels like eons ago.
It's crazy. It's always crazy to think about that. I'm always like, wow. For real, getting older, fuck these kids.
Nah, for real. The further removed I get from college age, the more y'all motherfuckers look like real kids.
Right. What?
Chitterlings.
Craziness.
Whole fucking chitterlings.
Also in my catch up, I want to say shouts out to Megan Thee Stallion. She bag bitch and she looking like disco goddess. Okay.
Yes, first of all, Megan's been on her grind with the workouts too, honey. Because stomach on flat.
The stomach is on flat.
Ass still fat.
Well, because I know she went vegan too. I think, or vegetarian.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah. And hottie boot camp always. And You know, sometimes I'm like, she lost her cheeks, but then she put on that sheer dress.
She ain't
that
lose
I was
no
looking
cheeks.
at yesterday. She was bouncing down those
One thing Meg is not gonna lose is that ass.
That ass is still dead ass. It was so beautiful. I was like, wow.
She looks amazing.
She looks so good.
I see less
really
posts of her in Party these days.
I know that they had really kind of stopped doing the joint posts a while ago.
Okay. Probably for the sake of maintaining their harmony.
Yeah, I think
too much outside noise.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I think maybe like a year ago. I was like, she had deleted all the stuff with him on it, and was just posting stuff just about her. Mm-hmm. And then like I think around their anniversary, I put some stuff together. Mm-hmm. I don't think they broke up.
I don't think they did either. I don't get the feeling of like, oh, they must have broke up. I just get the feeling of like, they might have had some unnecessary like arguments or whatever, maybe some unnecessary conflict. They were like, let's just pause on all the social shit.
I think
and keep people out of our business.
Maybe that's the reason, or maybe that's just it was just a marketing thing for both of them.
True, but there was all that chatter around like how active he should or should not have been during the whole trial against Tory Lanez.
He was actually pretty active. But well, he said some lines. But they
had shit to say about like whatever statements he was making in his stories about stuff. Like I just felt like there was too much chatter around that. Yeah. And around that time, I noticed that there just wasn't any posting of the both of them at all after that. I didn't really pay attention before that to even peep, but that I noticed like it got real quiet on the joint posting after that, because I just feel like it was probably too much negative chatter and it's not worth it.
I think a lot of the posting now is just a lot of strategy in general. It's strategy and marketing for both of them. I think it's like
definitely good looking party.
Yeah, everything else doesn't really matter, you know, especially when you're that famous. It's like just strategy and marketing. You don't really like your personal shit. I don't know. People want to be a part of it. And like, put some of it out of there, because I like that, because I don't like what Beyonce does, where it just seems like robots are taking over her shit. But I also like the good balance of like, this is just strategy and marketing. You know, maybe every now and then I'll go live. Maybe every now and then I'm on there. But like, honestly, I'm never posting. My assistant is.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least if I was that famous, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, girl, take these pictures and post it, girl.
For sure. But Beyonce's shit is a literal machine.
It is a machine.
She's not personalizing none of that shit.
Every time I see some personal video type stuff that people have, I'm like, where did y'all get this? Like,
not from her Instagram. I feel like if anything, she puts that type of shit, like, she be doing wild shit like put on her website. Like weird shit that the Beehive probably checks every fucking day.
Yeah. I never see any of her life. Don't know what her twins look like. I have no clue.
Unless any of the kids happen to catch them.
For Blue.
And that's the Blue is out here.
That's true.
Shout out to her. Blue's out here.
Yeah.
She looking real cute. I think it's really cute that her and Jay-Z spend like so much time together. Like she tags along with him to like basketball games and stuff.
I mean, she's going to be inheriting billions, so
1000%. But not all kids want to hang out with their famous parents.
That's true.
Some of them be so ungrateful and resent and reject that shit. But she actually has cool parents.
Yeah.
So, but just because we think they're cool don't mean that their kids think they're cool.
Shit. Who knows? Right. I really don't know. I think it's also just like, I don't know. They might be crazy to a certain point, but I think Blue took that on a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like the perfection, the organization, the running. I think she really wants to be a boss. I think they birthed
so too.
A boss-ass child.
Yeah, because she definitely, like, she knows how to direct you on how to get her pictures, where to get her angles and all that. I was like, hey, you're not even a teenager yet.
Like, when you feel good about what your parents are doing and it looks like fun and stuff like that, you want to do it. I don't think there was any pressure from her parents to have to be anything.
Oh, it doesn't give that. It doesn't give she's pressured or forced.
I think usually when kids don't want to be around their famous parents because this weird ass pressure that I gotta be this, I gotta do this, or
they're resenting like their path being chosen for that. Correct. But the Kardashians love their kids.
They love their
fucking kids, and the kids love their fucking parents.
They're weird. That's a whole weird family.
It's a interesting little interweb.
I just feel like they take as many pictures, I guess, as their parents do.
Yeah, they see their parents physically with a phone permanently gorilla glued to their hands. And of course, then the message is, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
We document it all.
We gotta
and
do
put
it
on
all the
TikTok
time.
and do kissy faces and dance challenges and eat chopped salads, which I kind of want to chop salad today. I'm not gonna
What is that? What's going on? What is the salad thing going on?
Because they always have, I don't even know if it's from Chopped, it just looks like it because the bowl, they always have a fucking salad. And they're always put the dress on, shaking his shit in the middle of conversation, shaking a fucking salad bowl, and that's all you hear is, "Come, I do way more work than you give me credit for." Courtney, you're so lazy, and you hide all of your life. This show is about our lives. It's always the fucking salad bowls.
Oh my god!
Like, makes sense why y'all have zero waste, because you're literally eating fucking greens all day, and I love it. I'm inspired by it. I aim to get there, but that shake is annoying as fuck. But the impersonations are gold. Please keep doing that.
People are doing so well online. I don't even need to watch the show. I just gotta watch these parodies.
The parodies are better.
She's always shaking some damn salad. What is this?
That's literally what they do.
Over this salad.
After every workout. Okay, we get it. You're healthy. We get it. We can tell by your non-existent ribcage.
Literally,
we got it. We're all jealous. Okay, we're all jelly. That's fucking great. But actually, watching them do private Pilates classes made me like, because I didn't know that the reformer and all that. I didn't know that was Pilates. I just saw the machines and shit. I was like, oh, what's that? So actually watching one of the episodes of one of their workouts with their private 1,000 trainers was a Pilates joint. Like, they have the fucking machines at their home gyms and shit. I could only aspire. I would love to have a reformer in my house. That's actually pretty fucking dope. But watching them do the workouts, and I was like, oh, that actually looks like it could be kind of fun.
That's what's up.
And so that's what made me research Pilates. So shout out to the Kardashians.
Legit.
Y'all actually inspired something in a black woman instead of taking inspiration from black women.
Yeah.
You gave something back.
We appreciate you for that.
For that. That and that alone. Thank you so much.
All right, do we want to...
Let's do our second sip.
Okay.
So second sip, we're moving on to gin, you guys.
Gin.
Corbin Cash's Cali Estate Grown Western Dry Gin. So Corbin Western Dry Gin is created infusing carefully selected botanicals into our sweet potato-based spirit through both steeping and distillation. Okay. The gin showcases a balance between the dry characteristics found in its traditional British counterparts and some of the signature floral notes of modern gins. Okay.
Love it.
I love a good Western dry.
Oh.
Actually, on the nose, that's a pretty accurate description.
Ooh, that smells
ton of citrus.
So
it smells great. Heavy on the orange.
I think heavy on the lime also. Orange and lime.
Ah, lime. Ooh, that's nice. Still getting like that white pepper.
Definitely foresty almost.
Yeah. I get more greenery than I get flowers. Definitely feel like I'm like
coriander.
Like the wind blowing the trees and all that right now is like really perfect for what I'm smelling in the glass. Because I'm
really
smelling
love
like
my apartment when the trees are blooming.
Oh yeah, when it's
so pretty.
It's
I feel
so
like I'm not
beautiful.
In the city. I have such big trees by my apartment.
Yes, and when the wind blows them, it's so like calming.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, I found a daddy long leg the other day. I was like, the spiders are back.
Oh no, you gotta go.
I'd rather have spiders than anything though.
Yeah, because spiders kill everything else.
Legit. Oh, this smells so good. Coriander.
Well, I feel like that coriander is also on the palate. Wow. Texturally, this one is different. A lot more pepper. This is a lot more spice forward on the palate than it is fruit and floral forward.
Oh, it's very perfumey.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
I don't really know how to explain that.
Perfumey is accurate. It's like the floral, the herbal, the spice, not much sweet, but all of those things are literally dancing around with each other in one. It's not like you get one after the other. And that in itself is kind of what's contributing to that pungent kind of perfuminess, I guess, so to speak, if that makes sense, because it's all in one thing, like the way a perfume would be.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
So I'm noticing the sweet potato base has this weird...
It's got a texture to it.
It's almost when I have something that has too much iron in it. Like a meat that has too much iron in it. It has that weird...
A little like metallic kind of vibe?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of that feeling or that taste. Mm-hmm. That sensation.
I definitely get that sensation in my back palate.
It's first, and then everything else follows.
Mm-hmm. That sweet potato lends itself to like I don't know what that like cocoa kind of thing undertone is. That's interesting. Weird. That's interesting. I mean, it's got to be the sweet potato aspect of it because it's consistent between the vodka and the gin. But like, wow, I don't drink a ton of stuff with sweet potato base, so this is interesting.
All I can say is perfume, y'all. I'm so sorry. I really don't know what kind of perfume.
Yeah, it's got that herbaceousness. It's got that foresty, nature, greens in nature type of flavor profile, as well as the spiciness of that coriander and that pepper.
I think I really want this with some tonic.
The citrus is very much like oil only, and it's more of an undercurrent than anything else. That spice in those trees and that hint of florality is what's first. Definitely would be good in a tonic, and I would do or maybe a gimlet. I think gimlet for me. I want some citrus juice. Yeah, the more I sip it, the more the florality actually comes out. Now I'm getting dry, like white flowers. If I like dropped a petal on my mouth or my tongue, I mean, I'm getting rose for sure. And that texture goes from mouth watering to mouth drying pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because now it's just like, it's soft. Texturally, it's very soft. It's not rough or anything like that at all, but it evaporates pretty quick into almost powdery like.
It honestly, for me, it tastes like I'm eating lipstick and Clorox wipes.
Wow.
I just can't. Like, it's too much going on for me a little bit. It's a little bit too much going on for me.
I don't know if I'm getting lipstick and Clorox wipes, but it's definitely pungent.
It's a lot going on. Like, it's like definitely all the notes that she said, but all that just kind of reminds me of just chemicals almost, you know? It just reminds me of something that's
because you're getting them like in a more concentrated way.
Yeah, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely like petals. Like
yeah,
if I was
petals.
Forced eating flowers all at once.
She's not selling this.
I'm sorry.
If I was force-fed flower petals, that's what it gives. Oh my god.
It's a very beautiful, that's bright hilarious. Gin.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It really is.
This would make a good gimlet. It would make a good tonic.
Make a great gimlet. I think honestly I would want it also in the bee's knees very much so because it's so floral.
It'll play well with a really nice like floral, like a honey syrup. Oof. I would even do a lavender version of that.
That's just a lot. That is if you so I noticed that the type of gins that I like are on the savory side. I like things that have more of a heavier mouthfeel. These are very personal. I drink a lot of gin, so I'm not so much more in the floral stage of my gin. But I have a friend like Luanda who would love this gin because she loves that floralness. She loves a lot of botanicals. She loves the high concentration of flavors. Where I just need a kind of like I like in all of my cocktails and different things and anything. I want you to give me like 7 botanicals and they just layer really nicely,
really well, yeah,
in a way that almost has a little bit of savoriness to it. A black pepper coming out. One of my favorites is like Assembly, where they have like tomato leaf and different things like that. You know, so it's like
okay, yeah,
I like
you
the
do like savory.
warmer tasting feeling. This is a very bright, very
It tastes like spring. Not gonna hold you.
It tastes very springy.
It's giving spring.
It's very springy, which is like honestly it literally feels like bouquets are growing on my tongue because of how floral. Like I feel like I'm talking in flowers. I don't know how to
finish wise. This one is long.
Yeah, I feel like it's
but
still
it ends
there.
with those floral notes, and that's what lingers.
Yes,
I love more citrus forward gins. I like floral. Now I drink martinis, and so I like certain gins for certain cocktails.
Yeah.
Like I like very citrus forward, very like fruit forward, more of the flowers, stuff like that. Like if I'm doing like a bee's knees or if I'm doing gimlets or tonics or whatever. I like a more savory for a martini because I'm drinking them filthy.
Yeah.
I want something that's going to balance out well with the olive brine. So it just all depends on what I'm drinking.
That's real.
For
that's
sure.
Real. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely very springy, and it definitely tastes like almost chewing on a piece of bark too. If you guys ever chose,
that's what's like. I picture myself in like around trees right now,
definitely in nature.
Which is great. I love that. Yeah,
which is great.
I love that. Great. So definitely don't take our personal likes and dislikes for certain stuff as like Bible for whether or not you'll like it, because the reason that we explain our palates and what we're drawn to is so that you can decipher for yourself if what we're saying in terms of what we're tasting is actually something you're into. That's the whole point of this. So yes, we're not telling you yes or no, like or dislike. No. We're telling you what we're experiencing, and it's whether you like that or dislike that.
Absolutely.
It's how you base your decisions.
Absolutely.
So, another little tidbit. Well, I included this in the catch-up, but it's not really like a catch-up thing. It was just something that crossed my co-star today. And I thought it was an interesting question.
Okay.
So I was like, let me ask Prissy if she has any thoughts on this. Is a relationship the ultimate form of lucid dreaming?
What's that mean?
And so I included the definition of lucid dreaming because I was like, the fuck? Okay, so lucid dreaming is when a person becomes aware that they're dreaming while dreaming.
Yeah.
The phenomenon is not well studied, but scientists believe it occurs in the brain state somewhere between wakefulness and sleep. The methods that may cause lucid dreaming may also disrupt sleep, so approach with caution. So, I mean, it means what it says. So that's why I wanted to like prompt you with this question, because I was like, so is co-star saying that like it's the ultimate form of lucid dreaming in the sense that like am I supposed to be saying that my relationship in itself is a dream and I am like consciously observing said dream from a different space? Because lucid dreaming, like in the literal sense, is like my conscious is aware of what's happening in my what's playing out in my subconscious.
Yeah, I lucid dream quite often.
I had a lucid dream last night.
Yeah.
I had to wake myself up because I almost pissed the damn bed. I thought I was dreaming that I was like, had to pee, but not like I really had to pee. And I had to like jolt myself awake.
I mean, I have lucid dreams to the point of like, I make my own decisions in my dreams. I know what's going on. I have dreams that I repeat to the point that the characters in them tell me welcome back. Like I have these type I dream very vividly, very consciously. And so I'm gonna say no. And I'm gonna say no. I mean, if they're saying it in a way of like a successful relationship is something you manifested, possibly, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay, I can see from that perspective.
You know, where it's like I've been thinking about this, I've been writing my list down, whatever it is you do to like, try to procure the person that you want. Yeah. And you finally have that and it's going well for however long. Possibly it is the ultimate form of lucid dreaming because you dreamt about this person, not knowing who they would be. You dreamt about the situations you wanted to be in. You had the fantasies and the visions of what you all would do, not knowing who it was. And then you finally get it and now you're in it. But then that's reality. So you're no longer dreaming.
Yeah. So you saying that just made me think of it like, okay, so the same way our dreams are a result of our subconscious, technically so are our relationships.
Yeah.
So like that, like in that sense, yes, I'm lucid and experiencing this relationship, which in and of itself is a result of my subconscious, whether it's my subconscious ways of doing things or my subconscious, the way things I may subconsciously attract them or whatever. Like in that sense, like I'm watching the result of my subconscious and what I've attracted with that subconscious, so to speak. I can see it in that way.
Yeah.
And in a state of consciousness, like observing the ways in which I've manifested this relationship and the dynamics and the things. I can see that.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a very interesting question.
It is a very interesting question.
That was my day at a glance little one-liner that they prompted me with today. So I was like, wow.
Also, let me see. Let me read it again because it's like, which relationships?
Right. And I mean, I guess they left it kind of open because they didn't say romantic. They didn't say platonic. Yeah. They just said a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that could apply across the board.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is really kind of making me think of like everything, like work relationships. Like what exactly?
Yeah.
What exactly? Huh.
That's why I thought it was a good question. I was like, that's a good one to get you thinking, get the juices flowing. You know? I definitely think all of our, like, at least all of our primary relationships, and like whether it's our relationship to our job, our relationship to our close friends, our relationships romantically or whatever, is definitely a result of the workings of our both conscious and subconscious, of course, because there's people you consciously pick, but then you're also consciously picking those people as a result of subconscious, like, thoughts, things that we're not actively aware of in the moment when making those choices, right? But that in hindsight become more clear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good little prompt.
Love it.
I like that question.
Love it. Into it.
Okay, guys, if y'all have any thoughts on that in terms of whether or not a relationship is the ultimate form of lucid dreaming, be sure to fire off in the comments. Engage. That's a great question, y'all. I feel like this is one where y'all can chime in now. Come on. Now. That's a really good one.
Get into it.
Really good one.
Get into it.
The purr. Okay, chill.
No, for real.
Have you seen the mess going on online?
I don't know what's going on. You know I don't watch
Karen's
on Twitter.
Getting beat up?
The Karen's getting beat up?
With it or not.
Jesus.
With it or not. This is what we call with it or not.
We'll get there.
Girl, okay. So I'm going to let you pull up the first clip now,
here we go.
girl.
All right, I'm pulling up the first one. Here we go.
So while she pulls up the clip, guys, for those who have been living under a rock, racist Karens across America are getting their ass beat.
What they think was going to happen?
And being held accountable for the rude and racist and disgusting behavior that they exhibit. So go ahead and turn on the sound. Oops. Got spicy real fast. So this is Safeway Karen who dropped the hard ER.
What you want to do?
Bring it, B.
That's exactly what I thought, bitch.
Purr.
You get the fuck beat out of you, bitch.
You thought it was.
Bitch, fuck you.
Purr.
Oh, I'm about to beat her ass.
And that she dropped the N-word with the hard ER. Oh, it's more. Because now it leads to the aftermath of her hard ER.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What's up, our freak spitter, y'all? Sorry.
Okay, wait. So, yes.
Is this it right here?
Yep. Yeah. It's two spliced together in the same video. What you all are hearing is the result of Safeway Karen using nigger, hard ER. This is now her changing her tune and saying, I'm sorry, don't hurt me. What you are hearing is Safeway Karen getting her ass beat. Okay, getting dog walked outside of the Safeway.
The guy stopped protecting her.
Oh, when they let him know what she said, oh, he pushed her off. He was like, oh, you on your own, Peach. I can't get up in that. Say it again, Karen. Say it with your chest, girl. With your whole chest. So, Karen.
Who's the nigga now?
Who's
the nigga now?
Now, she is Safeway Karen.
She definitely.
In the store is very much giving, bring it, bitch.
Yes, literally.
Bring it, bitch.
Literally.
But she's also actively walking away because she knows that she's not about that life, but she's going to, for the sake of ego and ego alone, sit there and go back and forth with you. And then she went as far, once she got a certain distance away, and was about to hit that corner on that aisle, had the nerve to drop the hard ER. And it was immediately giving, fast forward to outside of said Safeway, when she gets dog walked across the floor, screaming her I'm sorry's and her shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Y'all stop playing around.
Stop playing with
Stop playing
us.
people, y'all. Stop playing with people, man. You never know, man. People are at their wits end right now. Like, things are
everybody,
going on in the world.
as a people, we're on edge. People are getting shot left and right. People are getting killed and maimed and injured and abused and spat on, which leads us to our second clip.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
There's also Days In Karen,
who
had the nerve to disrespect a woman celebrating her birthday, trying to get a meal, honey.
Here we go.
So,
I had to beat a Karen ass because she spit on me and told me I don't belong here. And it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Cora. This is at a Days Inn, y'all. Days Inn. The logo is a fucking sun ray, for God's sake. Now, this is a random older white woman who is just a guest at the hotel, the same as this black girl. Just a guest. She walked past her and spit directly on her and got immediately grabbed up. Another one saying her sorries, and singing her shoulda, coulda, wouldas. She had to beat that ass real quick and walk out.
White people think they...
It's the nerve.
These white people think they doing.
I don't belong here. And it's my
This girl ain't got no shoes on.
birthday to me.
I think that was the white lady. Did she not have shoes on?
She just got socks on.
Yeah, she just walking around in her socks, la-di-da. And the concierge was letting the elderly racist white lady know she's a guest here. And the elderly white lady's response was, "So, I don't care. Get out of here." Here's the thing. Karen not only spit on her, but she thought she was gonna swiftly walk past her and go out the door.
Spit on me again, bitch.
In her socks. She's talking about, okay, sorry. What? Oh, no, now, wait a minute. Pause the tape. She talking about some, okay, sorry. Like, she still has the caucasity to be annoyed that she was continuing to
Get up and
dog walk
wipe
her.
this shit off right now. Get up and wipe the shit off. Now open the motherfucking door. Now open my car. What? Open the car door. Give me your money. At this point, I'm taking your wallet.
Give me your money.
The fuck?
You can't beat her ass and
your
wallet.
You paying for my birthday today, bitch.
Oh my God. I mean,
fuck?
she thought she was going to spit and make her way out the door. She was trying to walk really fast. She really tried it and immediately got dragged back. Y'all, just like, you gotta watch it. We will share the links to the post.
That means
But
if she can still talk, okay, I'm sorry, we need to hit her again in the head.
Like, I'm not hitting you hard enough. Like,
Yeah, because I don't want you to say nothing back to me.
and the nerve, no, it's the fact that she said it and had the nerve to have an attitude.
I'm sorry.
Like, you haven't hit me enough. Like,
Okay.
you just
Alright,
spat in that
sorry.
woman's face. That's assault.
Like,
That
the
is
fuck?
fucking assault. We don't know what diseases you're carrying.
Bitch.
Like, that's disgusting.
Nah, I
Has
would've-
no
She
one
walked
seen
up,
Tiffany Pollard beat that white girl ass on Flavor of Love?
Like, why
What was her name? Pumpkin?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see Pumpkin get got
shit
for
was-
that?
She looked like Scar going out there, too.
Girl, I mean, there
Straight
was
lioness.
no stopping her ass.
Straight lioness.
Oh my God. I mean,
I'm so glad no one's ever spit on me before.
I'm so happy no one's ever spit on me. I really
Oh my
can't
God.
be responsible for what I do. I can't.
Like,
Because I
Like-
don't know what level of like blackout I'll reach just because there's so much pushed down.
Y'all gotta stop playing around people.
Like, so much of the microaggression has been water off a duck's back,
Like,
so to
what?
speak, that like a macroaggression / assault like that,
Yeah.
I can't be responsible for the
Legit.
damage that follows.
Legit.
Because that level of disrespect and like blatant direct,
Like,
I
what
want
are
you
we
to
talking
know
about?
that I think you're less than human and I'm going to and tooey
Like,
on you.
excuse me?
Like, huh?
Like, what? Y'all are tripping. Y'all are really out here tripping. Y'all better watch out for a black woman today. Y'all better
Please
stop playing
watch
around.
out. And watch out for a black man too, because
Look,
one of them
that's
videos that
true,
we
yeah.
showed at the airport with a black man,
Oh,
the
he
white
had-
woman
he didn't
tried
give
it.
a fuck.
He was not playing
He's
with
not
her.
having it.
Please leave black people
Stop,
alone.
Please.
It's 2023.
We are
Leave black
really
people
just
alone.
trying to live in this already racist ass world.
We're trying to find our peace, and you keep disrupting it with your hate and your vitriol and your entitlement and your superiority complexes. When really
And
everything
your stupidity.
and your stupidity, like blatant stupidity.
Blatant stupidity.
Like, damn, that's stupidity.
I'm sorry, not to say it like that. Yikes. Sorry, guys. But still, just like over it. I cannot.
That is the
cannot.
moral of the story, y'all. Leave black people alone today.
Leave us alone.
Like,
today and every day.
every
Please leave us
day.
alone.
give us a kind wave.
Right.
One of your awkward grins. And keep walking.
I don't even want that. Just leave me alone. Stay out of business.
If you feel the need to engage and interact,
what do they say?
the awkward grin wave
whenever there's
combo.
black people minding their business, there's a white person that's not.
Waiting to disrupt.
So, like, I was took a day off before I went out of town. Went around the city and
Yes, how was that night?
it was nice. It was nice. And me and Sharifa met up with me. We went to the Setting, which is a weird place.
It's like
drinks were tasty.
It's a bar?
We only had one drink. Yeah, it's a bar in
The
Georgetown.
Setting.
Yeah, it was a weird place. But there was this one white, I guess Italian guy, probably one of the investors. And first off, we were struggling to get in these seats because they're lightweight. So I'm like, okay, so I and they're one-legged. They're one-legged and they're lightweight. And they're high. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm gonna fall. I feel like I'm gonna knock this chair over. So we're helping each other get in. And we're struggling. And
because you don't like them high stools and shit. I know.
I don't. I don't like to be like trying to hop. And like,
yes. And
I'm already a big girl.
That's a lot of ass to throw around.
Listen, I'm already a big girl, so I just want to be able to slide in and sit down.
And sit, yes.
Child, he gonna go. White man goes, oh, ladies, I just love watching you. Like, and she was like, you like watching us struggle? I'm like,
I was gonna say, what exactly did he like about what he was watching? He likes seeing all that ass and titty jiggle around and make his way up the seat.
Proceeds to keep talking to us. He was fine. Then we go to Causa or Bar Amazonia. So delicious.
I still haven't
delicious.
gone to Bar Amazonia. Okay, that is on my
great.
list. That's on my list.
Still really great. I want to go back and eat. Damn, maybe that's where we should go instead tonight. But
Ooh.
we said Asian food, so. But sorry guys, thinking ahead. We get there, and me and Sharifa are just talking. We're laughing. We see our friend Will behind the bar. We're having a good time. Pisco shots, la 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 la.
Yeah.
And this white woman. So the bar has there's the outside side and there's the inside side. And the outside, like, you know, has the doors up. People can sit at the bar, whatever. She walks around and comes over. She's just like, I just want to let you guys know I've been watching you. You all are so cute.
Why are you watching me? Why does
Why
it
you leave me
feel
alone?
like
Why are you in
somebody's
my
watching me?
like? We just said,
and I got no
And when we got
privacy.
outside, of course, we was like, "What the fuck was that white bitch talking about?" But like, at the same time, I was just like, "Why are you watching me?"
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, yes, we're having a joyous moment. My girl's helping me be joyful today. She knows what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Erica showed up. We're having a good time. Like, what do we do? Why are you watching us?
Somebody's
We are
watching
just
me.
people. Like, we're just having a good
I ain't
time.
got no
Sorry, you're not smiling as hard
privacy.
as we are. Sorry.
Oh.
Like, why are we such a spectacle, bitch? And Sharifa was
That's
like,
the
"We are
thing
not your
about it. Why
entertainment."
are we such as we are not your entertainment?
Child.
Ooh, child, that's a good one.
Like, like we are literally
Are you not
just
entertained?
living our lives, having a good time, and you coming over talking about, oh, I've been watching you all. You all are so cute.
It's weird. They apply cute to like the weirdest shit. They'll apply cute to some really weird, not matching up type of shit. Like,
I am not your motherfucking jester. I'm not no clown, bitch. Please stop looking at me. Please mind your own business. Who are you here with? Why are you not looking at them?
why are you not looking at who you came with, Peach? Because we know you
And
ain't
I
show
felt
by
her
yourself.
staring. I felt her and the guy staring at us, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave it alone. But then she came over. I was like, white people just be in our
I
business.
think you're so cute.
What is going on? Why are you in our business? Why? Business.
Get
I wanna
the
get out
fuck
of
up
the
on my business, yeah.
Yeah, now.
Because it's mine, oh
Should we
mine.
go to the steakhouse?
Yes.
Okay,
let's
she
do
put
our
together
let's
the,
do our
the
third
guide
sip.
today.
Yes, I put the
she
outline
guided
together
me
today.
through, child.
Okay, let's do our third sip.
Okay, let's do our third sip. Okay.
We're gonna transition into whiskey. I had to get my throat together, child. Pause. Okay, so our third sip is Corbin Cash's Sour Mash Bourbon. It's a 4-year-old bourbon, and a little snippet from them on it. When we set out to release a bourbon, we wanted to take the proper steps to produce something that would rival those made in Kentucky. This bourbon is made using traditional methods of leaving some old mash in the fermenter to help jumpstart the new batch and add a level of complexity to the flavor. We took an additional step to barrel age it at a lower proof, which gave us bourbon so smooth we decided to release it at barrel proof, and that barrel proof is 106. So we're keeping it real cute on the proofs today.
All right.
Yes, and so obviously this is not sweet potato based because then it can't be called bourbon. It would be sweet potato whiskey. But we don't know the exact mash. So it's at least 51% bourbon. I mean, 51% corn.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we don't know the rest, but.
This is a small bottle right there?
Yeah. And it's in a small little cutie 375 milliliter bottle. So I wanted to feature the different sizes. It smells great.
It smells like peaches. Smells like ripe,
yes.
like cherries, not sweet cherries, sour cherries.
Wow.
Apples, grape.
All of that. This is a nice little fruit cup.
Fruit cup.
It's giving ripe, pungent fruit cup.
Yes.
It's got the stone fruit. It's got the apple, like you said. It's giving summer with a splash of fall, like that August transitioning into September.
That's so true. What'd you do for your birthday this year?
Great question. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's coming up, girl.
It's coming up. The big 3-2. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I know 3 days before I'm going to see Beyonce, but that's technically not for my birthday because that's really Ra's thing, and our mothers are going with us. And so that'll be fun. It's the day of Will's birthday, so Will and Marshawn will be in town.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going on the same day. So, I don't know.
Kind of has
I want to do something fun. I kind of just want to,
on.
It does have bubblegum happening. I think for my birthday, I kind of just want to, like, bar hop and eat well.
Love it.
Yeah. That's all I really kind of care to do.
Do you want to stay here or you want to go to Philly?
I'm honestly not opposed to Philly because I haven't done Philly in the summertime.
So much fun. Me neither.
I have not done Philly in the summertime. I always go when it's cold.
I still haven't been to Little Italy. I still haven't been to...
And I'm an Italian food type of bitch. Yeah. Let's go to Philly.
Let's go to Philly.
Let's give them a quick little train ride. Yes. Because I ain't driving worth a damn.
No. Train ride, little air bumper.
Yes, little air bumper. Yes, okay, I'm into that. Let's do that. Okay, great. Well, seeing that Capri picked Philly, you're in charge of planning. Yes, okay. So yes, you'll be in charge of planning that.
Okay.
That'd be a real easy one because honestly, that's gonna be kept real small. It's whoever feels like going. Here's the dates. Here's the time we get on the train. You're welcome to pop up.
We don't need to all get a house. We can all get our own things.
Yeah, like, we'll pick like a zip code. We'll all get within the same zip code or whatever, so that we're still close.
Yes,
I'll invite Will.
Yes.
And we'll see.
Let's do it.
I love that idea.
Sounds great. Okay. I gotta make one of those really cute invitations that you do.
Yes, girl, Canva child. I love me some Canva, dude.
I know, me too. I really do love me some Canva.
I was really quite proud of Ra's birthday invitation this year. She looked real good in her little tropical vibe.
It was cute.
Yes.
It was very cute.
I was loving it.
So nice.
Okay, so that's my birthday. So,
it's her taste.
Yes, right. Y'all know how we do. Ooh. Really cacao for real roasty.
It's nice.
Wow. I like that.
Maybe almond. Those chocolate almonds that you always have.
Ooh, yes. Straight out of TJ's. Y'all need to sponsor us.
More like a cinnamon syrup thing going on. Not syrupy, but the sugar and the cinnamon together.
Yeah.
That's what I taste.
Because it's really cinnamon, but tasty. It's not like super hot.
Good 4 year. If I do bourbons,
this is nice
I
for
actually
4 year.
love 4 years. I like them at that age. I think the higher they go in age, bourbon wise, I usually find myself not really into them. I feel like they just like are too astringent and like too much wood going on personally.
Depending on who's producing it, I like between a 4 and 8 year. It definitely depends on where you're aging.
Nice too.
6 is like that perfect age of like not too old, but definitely not young. Like that's a solid mature-esque age for some bourbon.
The wood is nice here. All right, I'm gonna try to reach for
the dropper. Okay, success.
All right,
for those watching us on the tube, y'all, look. Retrograde is already fucking with our technology today, so
the motherfucking machine would act like anytime we touch the damn.
Like all of a sudden our cords is mad sensitive. And like, let me get 3 drops. Let me see what 3 gives. Thank you, Peach.
Because it doesn't need that much.
Yeah, we're at 106, so it's not. 106.
Wow, I'm getting used to it.
I'm gonna.
Like,
my master 80. Plan. Now 106 feels like 80 proof.
Talking about whiskey though, beautiful woman in whiskey. Photo between you, Tracy, and Sonia. I love that.
I love
3 top bitches in the game, bitch.
I fucking love it.
3 top bitches in the game. 3 of the realest in the game. Okay.
Big purr. Y'all know what it is. Ooh, yum. That water opened up the nose a little bit. Now I get more of that vanilla bean.
I get more like roasted chocolate.
It's got way
S'moresy
more
chocolate
roasty
almost.
on the palate.
Almost s'moresy. Like fire camp.
That singe.
chocolate. Yeah.
Everything from that campfire like smoke, that singe it gives you on that marshmallow.
Love it.
This shit is bomb.
We love it.
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
Oh, yum.
So what's going
Okay.
on with Moneybag? What do you do?
That's really good. Okay.
That is really good.
Wow.
That is a really good bourbon.
I like
y'all.
that bourbon a lot. Okay, Corbin Cash.
Corbin
we
Cash.
see you.
Yeah.
We see you. We see
Really
each
cool.
other.
Really cool.
We see each other. In my Nene / Candy Burst voice. Okay, so now we into what's tea, honey. What's tea on the sea? Oh, no. We're still in With It or Not. We're my
Yes,
second With It or
With It
Not.
or
My
Not.
bad.
Yeah, With It or Not.
Still in With It or Not. With It or Not. So... Because Capri and I actually dine out here in these dining streets.
We do dine in the dining streets. Okay.
I found this. I was very tickled by this post. Moneybag Yo has a steakhouse now. No big news there.
No.
But he has a steakhouse, and there was so much uproar on Twitter from the brokies because he had a tomahawk steak priced at $135.
Oh, I thought that's regular.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes, I didn't expect any different answer. But I was thinking to myself, I got 3 big ass tomahawks in my deep freezer right now.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Because my wife is back on beef. And she's been back on beef for some months now. She missed it. She went back to eating it. She kind of like slowly started introducing it back into her diet.
Really?
And I'll eat a sliver.
She had
to
it for her
try.
birthday? She around her birthday?
She had some beef on
Okay,
it.
okay.
Like she eating at Brian's house. He cooks up with beef.
Yes, he does.
And she ain't passing up no meal
honey,
that Brian's
not with
making,
Brian.
honey.
Okay,
so she was
Leah.
like, okay, I'm gonna introduce beef back in. In doing that, she was like, I actually miss eating beef. So now she'll
Okay.
eat steak and all that stuff. Like for her
Wow.
birthday, yes, because for her birthday, I made her a fillet. That's why I made the chimichurri.
Nice. Awesome. Gotcha.
So that was So fast forward to now, and this motherfucker done bought 3 tomahawk steaks and got them in our fucking deep freezer. These motherfuckers, my whole arm is the bone on this tomahawk.
You know who does a great
And it's
tomahawk?
a big ass slab of meat attached to this long ass bone.
Yes.
Who does a good tomahawk?
Shout out to my best friend Lavelle. Lavelle does.
Ooh,
he cooks
does
this
he?
so
If
well.
I was a beef eater, well, I'll have a sliver of someone else's when it's made.
he's
But
so, he cooks it so well.
we say all that to say, tomahawks are not fucking cheap.
They're not cheap.
Like, I'm not even gonna tell you what it costs for
They're
us to get
on-
them. But it was under $135. But it's like, if I'm a fucking restaurant paying wholesale for like a price that like close to what we paid, I'm
not
charging your ass. I mean, $135 is on the milder end, to be
Yeah,
honest.
they're not cheap, y'all.
And because a
Tomahawk steaks
lobster,
are not
first of all,
cheap.
fucking 3 cold water lobster tails, $51. First of all, the fact that they gave you a price and didn't say market price, and then didn't charge you like $100 for the lobster tail.
First off, let's talk about this statement right here.
Girl.
Does he not remember when he was starving in them apartments? He does. He does.
Guess what?
He does.
He also wasn't buying tomahawk steaks at that time.
What are you talking about?
Like, huh? So here's some of the tweets
So
that
y'all
went
go out to
around.
eat.
So the brokies,
And it's a 40-ounce jar?
it's a 40-ounce
Y'all are
tomahawk.
tripping, yo.
If
That's
any of you actually
regular
dine
price.
out and go to steakhouses,
First
this
off,
is regular.
You get 3 tails for $51?
For $51,
That's so
what I
cheap.
said. I said they're lucky they didn't say market price and charge them almost $200 for that.
Because one tail by itself is
Market price is
$25.30.
given. Yes.
Y'all tripping.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bitch,
so
ghetto was in it.
we're going to start with the brokies. The price ain't the issue. It's the quality of food I'm going to get for that price because I don't trust Moneybag to cook me a $135 steak. Let me pause there.
But is he
Moneybag
cooking?
Yo is not a chef.
He's not the chef.
He owns the steakhouse. How many owners do you know? Granted,
Why are people so dumb?
let's hip y'all to something because
This
we're
is
in
really
hospitality.
annoying
Let's
me.
hip y'all to something real quick. A chef who's the face of a restaurant that they cook at, they are typically a minority owner in that
Usually.
restaurant.
Yes.
And they have ownership
Bourbon
either
is
because
good.
they put some money down or because their name, their notoriety holds a certain amount of weight and they're able to leverage that for ownership in the establishment. There are typically silent investors involved that are funding this. And the chef is not the person who is like the owner, so to speak.
Right.
Moneybag Yo in this instance is probably the face / notoriety, and the chef less so. So it's not Moneybag Yo in here chefing up your fucking steaks, dummy.
Dummy.
Like, let's use our brains before we type stuff and put it out into the
just go to
interwebs.
the restaurant? First off, black people, stop acting like I don't like a fucking steakhouse.
You will pay Ruth's Chris.
You know
you
you
will pay
love a
STK.
steakhouse.
You will pay Trollocs. You will pay Mastro's.
Go ahead and go to this black-owned
You will pay
steakhouse.
Ocean Prime.
Why are y'all doing it?
Support these black-owned steakhouses and shut the
wrong
hell
with y'all?
up.
What
It's
the
so ugh. Next one. Moneybag Yo want $100 for a steak. I'll pay that, and he better come out and rap. You can't afford Moneybag Yo rapping at your table for even 30 seconds.
Where the fuck are y'all from?
You cannot afford a live snippet of Moneybag Yo.
Get your cock like Alabama or some
Willa
shit.
Coochie
What the
somewhere.
fuck is going on?
They from the fucking
$100 for a steak is nothing. What are we talking about right now? Especially for a motherfucking tomahawk. Are y'all tripping?
This is the tomahawk.
It looked like a thorax. She's not tripping. Like, this shit's crazy,
Oh,
bro.
let me add a little curve of the bone. This is a tomahawk.
like,
But like 3 of my fists.
you're,
What are we talking about, you guys? But here's the thing. Here's what we know from these tweets.
we also live in DC, so I don't know
These
what the fuck's wrong with y'all.
motherfuckers who said this shit, they never had a tomahawk steak in their life.
Never.
They don't even know what a tomahawk steak looks like. They
Because
can't.
when you say for a steak, it ain't just a steak. It's a tomahawk.
It's a tomahawk steak. That's how we know that you hoes don't eat right. Because you don't know the cuts of steak. You don't know the value of certain cuts of steak.
sorry.
God forbid somebody put a slab of Wagyu in front of you bitches.
Oh, Lord.
You're not going to know what
Jesus.
to do with yourself with all that marbleized
Oh,
meat.
ooh,
You're going to sit there and
Wagyu.
ask somebody to make it $50, and that's not giving that, boo.
Wagyu.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, child. I miss beef a little
Okay,
bit.
let's go. This was the next one.
Okay, so the next one. I can tell folks don't eat well if they're complaining about Moneybag Yo's restaurant prices. You are not getting tomahawk steak or lobster for a 2 for $20 price.
Right.
Be fucking for real.
For real, though.
Like,
Thank you, Kendra. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra.
Kendra, keep
class.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, girl,
yeah.
Kendra, keep
That
class.
makes sense.
Because clearly you eat classy, honey. Next one. Obviously, folks never bought a 40-ounce tomahawk steak before.
Period.
Straight face,
Y'all tripping.
upset face, shaking my head face.
Yeah, like, I just need to sit down.
These people dumb. Another one. I mean, as long as it's a good cut, plenty of restaurants have $100 steak. Thank you. I feel like they're acting like Moneybag Yo can't have a restaurant selling high-quality steak because of who he is. Fact. This is no different than any other expensive steakhouse to me. Second fact.
Yes.
Also, I don't know what IMO means.
In my opinion.
In my opinion, thank you. Because I was like, okay, I don't get that one. In my opinion, generally speaking, eating expensive steak is as simple as being able to. That's all.
That's it.
The same as anything else.
You know what? If you can't afford the $100 steak, go to Outback.
Go to Outback.
That's what it stands
Get you a
for.
bloomer onion and you a little
Like,
cheap
get
cut of
your
New York
way.
strip.
Listen.
And call it a day.
You
Stay
need
in
a
your lane.
cheesesteak. You need a Cheesecake Factory steak. Say that.
Just say that.
That shit's still $65. Let's say
Exactly.
that.
Like, y'all
Y'all
don't
tripping.
complain about if you're going to what you know is a white-owned establishment, white-run establishment.
Treat yourself, okay? How about that?
Treat yourself or
just
shut the fuck up.
just
Because if you can't afford it, that's okay.
Yeah.
Say you can't afford it, but don't try to down talk another man's establishment because you can't afford it.
for steak.
Like,
y'all must be the steak farmers. Y'all must get it off the cow.
like
right
you
there.
getting it smack
Your
off the
family-
motherfucking butcher line or
I
something.
get it if your family is the ones cutting the steak, but
If your family's is the one cutting the steak, then
then
you
you really
understand
know.
that you really understand the significance and the
I
price
just go
point
down
and why
to
it
my
costs
Uncle
what it
Tommy's
costs.
house, and he already got it in the freezer. So
Well,
I get it
Uncle
for
Tommy
free.
is still charging the restaurant for that labor. They're charging for that cut. They're
Listen.
charging to pay your raggedy ass to come and mooch. They charging for all that
I'm
shit
trying
to
to
the
figure out-
restaurateur, who is then turning around and charging you.
Like-
We all know how this goes.
What are we talking about?
It's a steakhouse.
Y'all are tripping.
It's not an In-N-Out. It's not a motherfucking Crystals.
Y'all are tripping.
Like, I don't understand what you're expecting
What
from
are
a
you expecting?
steakhouse. Just because it's black owned or black front facing, you think it's supposed to be at a discounted rate.
Take
And you
your
got me
ass
fucked up.
to motherfucking McDonald's with all that shit.
Take your broke ass to McDonald's and get your fucking steak, egg, and cheese bagel
Yes.
that you can afford and
Yes.
stay out of our pocketbooks.
Listen.
Focus on the coins that you have to count at the counter to pay for the meal that you can't afford. But
Yeah.
don't down talk a black man with a fucking business.
Listen.
As if he's supposed to cater to you at a discounted rate just because he's black. Because it's not for any other reason.
It makes no sense.
There's no other reason they would do that.
No, none.
Like, because Moneybagg Yo makes ratchet ass down in the gutter music, you think that everything he puts out is supposed to be down in the gutter. That's not how that works.
His name is Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo.
Why do you
that
think that
means
he's putting anything out here that's going to be not Moneybagg?
it's going to cost some money back.
The fuck?
Per.
Y'all not even listening. Look at the clues.
And even before he was a rapper, the man was clearly making money. He was doing it illicitly, you know. He was making it how he was making it mind his business. But
we don't know what he's doing.
the man had money bags, which means he was out here eating tomahawk steaks
Listen.
before you hoes knew who he was.
Moneybagg Yo, go get your money, bro.
Get your money. We
Get
on
your
record
money. I'm proud
saying,
of you. Thanks for working. What's the name of the steakhouse?
I don't know.
They didn't even put the name of the damn steakhouse.
No, they too busy talking shit. Moneybagg Yo.
We don't even know.
Cheers to your steakhouse, whatever it's called.
We don't even know.
But we're on the record to say $135 for a tomahawk, especially if it is cooked well and has some nice accoutrement on the side.
Oh, Cash
Delicious.
Cash 42. Cash 42.
Oh, Cache 42. Okay.
Cash.
A cute little name.
Let's see.
Where is it based? Did it say?
I'm about to look it up. Cash 42.
Cache 42. Oh, in Memphis. Okay, in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, and then maybe it's you. I don't know. See, I don't know enough people from Memphis, Tennessee, and the ones I do know aren't broke. So I can't. I guess it's just broke folks everywhere.
I don't know.
It just have a problem. But
I guess.
take your broke asses somewhere cheap and pay for cheap things and get
Right.
cheap food for cheap prices, because that's what that's for. That's why there's a market for everything for everyone. I'm absolutely with Moneybagg Yo having a steakhouse and charging what he charges, because he's very competitive in the steakhouse market. So
These look like
those
the
who
same
actually
prices
dine out
they
here,
got here in DC.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a steakhouse, and actually the salads are a good price compared to what they charge for a salad in DC nowadays. $14. It's pretty average. So y'all are being cheap.
And he giving surf and turf for 68. Y'all better shut
Surf
the fuck
and
up.
turf for $68, y'all. Come
That's
on
good.
now. Y'all being ungrateful at this point. Hateful
Oh,
and
damn, that look
ungrateful.
good. I don't know what that is. But that looks good.
What is that?
I don't know. Oxtails
Is that the
off.
oxtails over rice? They got oxtail over rice, y'all. Come on now. You're just ungrateful.
Y'all are chicken.
You're ungrateful.
Ooh, lobster mashed potatoes.
Oh my God, that sounds really
This sounds
good right now.
great.
I think I'm PMSing because all that sounds bomb right now. Like, the carbs sound great. Even the beef sounds great. It all just sounds so
Girl,
delicious.
the Top Shelf Martini is $15. Y'all are tripping. This is
Got a
great prices.
martini for $15. You would be so
What do you
lucky
think the Wokeisha is?
to get a booze forward cocktail for $15 in DC. There's no way. And the Waukesha is the name of a song, you know.
Waukesha, not Wokeisha.
Yes, that's his song. His love song to lean. Oh God, I'm scared because what's in the Waukesha? Don't give me no cough syrup.
Strawberry Casamigos, strawberry Hennessy. What that mean?
Okay, all right.
Why we down?
They not even. They got a Long Island. It just says Long Island, and a wipe me down.
Walk me down.
No, oh, walk me down. Oh, see, I don't know what that is,
House
child.
margarita, my time.
Okay, so
wow.
it's giving Memphis's STK.
Oh no, not the Don Julio Rosado.
Wow. It is very much giving Memphis's version of STK in the sense that, and I'm speaking to the STK in DC in particular, because when STK was in DC, it was the perfect mashup between ratchet and classy. We had the happy hour that was buy one, get one. The ratchets love that. Half the menu was in a martini glass and none of them were martinis. The ratchets love that. It's a bunch of shit. Now, we had actual titles for our cocktails, okay? It wasn't quite this vague, but I see that the beverage director / bar manager probably did that for the sake of being able to interchange their ingredients based on what they have available, which is smart when you're just starting.
Yeah.
And the ratchets don't care what's in it. They just need to hear the flavor and the spirit by name, and you've got them. So, they know their market, and then they're going to charge you $135 for a steak. A tomahawk steak.
But this is what's also crazy. You can actually go to this restaurant and get things that are within your price
Within
range.
your budget, yeah,
like, there
for
were
sure.
so many things on there that you could get. Like, there, like, so many things on there that are affordable to get.
1,000%.
It looked good.
People are not even focusing on the full menu. They done seen this one number for a steak they've never tried in their lives.
Like,
and talking shit. But that just goes to show you, people get on Twitter just to talk shit.
That's true.
Now, when I'm watching my reality TV, I do get on Twitter just to talk shit. Good or bad. The shit isn't always bad.
Right.
I talk my shit, whether I'm bigging somebody up or whether I'm like, what the fuck is this moron talking about or whatever. But that's what people go to social media for.
That's real.
To get their shit off their chest.
That's real.
Now, some of you need a muzzle. And some of you need to read something first before you get to talking, because now you're putting this shit in writing and then you be loud and wrong.
And wrongs. And all way
But
wrongs.
that's your own plight to deal with, honey.
That's true.
You know what?
Can't
You ain't in
even-
my friend group, so I ain't gonna worry about it. I don't dine with the likes of y'all.
Right.
So I'm just gonna say, fare thee well, and the best in your endeavors and broke them. Because I can't relate to you.
Yeah, literally.
And I don't want to.
No, not at all.
Get your money bag.
Get your money
Bag. Get your money bag. Get your... Hey, that was a nice little jazz ditty
Yes.
real quick. Let's do our fourth sip, girl.
Yes, let's do it.
Our fourth and a half.
Right.
Whole tea.
All right.
Okay, I gotta move real slow.
Okay.
Real slow.
You got this.
For those who are watching, you already know what's good. Okay. Fourth sip is going to be Corbin Cash's Merced Rye.
Talking about
And this
cash.
is a two-parter because we're going to do a direct compare-contrast between the 90
In my bourbon
proof.
glass?
Yep. Between their 90 proof. Well, let me double check, make sure I got that proof right. But between their 90 proof rye and their barrel proof, which is at, let me see, 61.5% ABV. So that is 123 proof. So we're going to be directly comparing the, hold on, sorry, y'all. You know, I got to pull up my shit now. This is not 100 proof. Yeah, this is 90 proof. The 90 proof Merced Rye and the 123 proof Merced Rye. So, a little snippet about the rye. Corbin Cash's Merced Rye is made from an ultra rare 100% California native Merced Rye mash bill. The whiskey ages in our custom charred American white oak for up to 6 years. So, as y'all know, most people's flagships is a blend of multiple barrels. So, those barrels are aged up to 6 years. So, it could be anywhere from 2 to 6.
We're doing the small one first.
Yeah, no. We're doing the big one first because
Big one
we're
first.
comparing lower proof to higher proof.
Okay.
Ooh, really sweet on the
Oh, it
nose.
smells like sweet tea.
It really does. Sweet tea with like, you know,
Black tea, sweet tea.
Yes, it reminds me of like Arizona black sweet tea.
Absolutely.
Like, and not the canned one, y'all. The one in the bottle.
Yes.
That's so specific. But if y'all drink Arizona tea, and that transcends white, black, and every color in between. Motherfuckers drink Arizona sweet tea.
Okay.
I had a fucking like 5-year run drinking straight fucking Arizona, all the teas. White peach this and the white tea that and the green tea this. All of them. Arnold Palmer this.
Yes, I love
Bitch,
Arizona tea.
I was an Arizona girl.
Arizona
Okay.
tea.
Damn. It's hard to get past that on the nose. It smells great.
Wow.
And there's a little lemony there too, so it can
Yeah.
almost pass for like an Arnold Palmer a little bit, but heavier on the tea. Wow. Palate is like, it's good, but it's very different from the nose. Way more savory, smoky, herbaceous, little spice. And there's a fruit undercurrent. What that fruit is, I can't tell you yet.
Now smelling it, definitely getting that rye bread.
That's what's on my palate, bread. Okay. There's a breadiness there. It reminds me of pumpernickel, not gonna hold you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's giving dark bread.
Definitely
Wow.
dark chocolate. Well,
Dark
kind of
chocolate.
like
It's like raw cacao because
Yeah.
it's like smoky,
Yeah.
earthy,
Yeah.
very dry, approaching bitter. But it balances out with sweetness of like some fruit there.
when you
It's
say
almost
earthy,
giving me
almost
like
wants to-
raisin.
almost raisin.
Yeah.
And almost like almost shroomy too. Almost shroomy too.
Wow. Yeah, there's a funk here. A funk that
Super
comes
cool.
from like soil.
Yeah.
That lends itself to like a shroomy
Shrooms.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Corbin Cash, the whiskey's
Super
where
cool.
it's at.
Yeah.
The whiskey's where it's at.
Super cool.
And I have a feeling this liqueur at the end is going to be where it's at too. Okay,
Ooh,
so
it's a
that was the
liqueur.
90 proof. Now we've got 130 proof. I mean 123 proof.
Wait
I'm
a
sorry.
second.
The barrel proof is 123.
This is this.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the small one. Wow.
Huh.
Completely different nose.
100%.
This one is straight smoke, ash, white pepper,
I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting
vanilla too. Yeah, I get vanilla. that Madagascar.
I'm getting like a vanilla cherry muffin. Like,
Okay, I
smell
definitely
the
get that
ash.
muffin aspect. And that cherry is like almost cooked down cherry
Yeah.
to me. Like somebody put it in a pan and like really, not torched them, but definitely cooked them down to almost like a syrupy kind of state, but without the sugar.
Literally.
Wow.
Something chalky already on the nose.
Yeah. It's almost like
That ash
powdery
I'm
in the
talking
whiff.
about. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Oh.
That's cool. This is an entirely different experience. Straight wood. Wow. It's like wood box. Like a wooden box. With some light torching inside.
First taste
Ooh.
reminded me of Sharpie.
A little bit. Black Sharpie.
Yeah.
To be specific.
Specifically.
Black Sharpie with the wide tip.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Just the
Nah,
first
that's
taste.
specific.
I gotta go back in. That was like
Wow.
first thing I could taste.
Wow. And then after that, it went into singed chocolate, singed marshmallow, like
taste that.
approaching that almost burnt on the outside.
Yeah.
It's that.
You can smell that marshmallow now on the nose too.
Because it gives me burnt sugars. And we don't say that as a bad thing, y'all. In whiskey, it's going to show up very different, as if it's going to show up differently from if you were actually biting like a burnt piece of something.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Wow. Totally different experiences. Wow. The whiskey is where it's at with y'all. I'm not going to hold you.
Totally different experiences.
Wow. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, I'm going to let her open up and see what she gives. Once she's open.
That first one was delicious.
What's tea? What's tea? Apparently Jonathan Major is. He's still. So, in news
What is
that
going
continues to sadden us,
on?
y'all.
Why do you do this to us?
Jonathan Majors is being
Why do you
dropped.
do this to us?
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
What?
Jonathan.
Why did you do this, bro?
Why you gotta be trash, bro?
Like, it's probably a long line of traumatic growing
We're
up.
sure you have your own
and,
story and why you are the way you are.
You probably, I don't know what your role models were like, whatever,
Yes.
if you had them, but like,
If you had
nigga.
them right. We're so disappointed to learn that after further, I'm going to assume further investigation, because I feel like these type of definitive actions have to happen because of information that these agencies are receiving behind the scenes. So
I'm so upset right now.
So he's being dropped by his team. So his talent manager, Entertainment 360, and I'm reading this from Deadline, has dropped Jonathan Majors, per several sources. The recent move by Majors' longtime manager comes 3 weeks after the magazine Dream star was arrested on domestic violence charges in New York City. Currently starring in Creed 3 and Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania, Majors' departure was due to issues surrounding the actor's personal behavior, we are informed. Majors' representation problems don't stop with Entertainment 360. His PR firm, The Lead Company, also initiated a break with the Avengers actor in the last month. As a more minor element of this, Majors and fashion house Valentino mutually agreed that the actor would not be attending this year's Met Gala as one of its guests. Which I can only imagine how great his Met Gala outfit was going to be, because you got all that buffness and that build to work with. He likes to play with his masculine and feminine, so it really would have been a great moment. I'm really upset about that red carpet moment being missed. But that is the latest tea on the Jonathan, child. The Jonathan Majors story. That makes me more convinced that he probably did some shit.
I was already convinced. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know.
But
I was trying not to be convinced, but at the same time holding out to be convinced, because I am still a woman first. So I'm like,
Okay. I'm a little past being sad for him and more sad for Marvel. Like, what's gonna
I'm
happen?
sad for us.
Like, I'm
the
definitely
people.
sad for us, the people.
Because
like,
he's a great actor.
what? Like, are they gonna drop him from Marvel?
Oh,
Like, he was about to be
he
a
was
really
in season 2
good
of Loki.
villain.
He's in season 2 of Loki. He's already done. He's already shot for
I'm
that.
gonna say this right now, and y'all, I'm sorry.
I'm watching it.
I'm going to.
I'm sorry,
watch
without hesitation, I'm watching it. Sorry,
watching it, y'all.
call me a hypocrite. I don't even own it
I
this
don't know what
time
to tell
because
you.
I'm not listening to Robert Kelly.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna watch a Marvel movie. I'm gonna watch
to
Creed
watch
4.
him.
I'm gonna watch
I'm gonna watch him
Loki.
on screen. I feel so horrible.
I'm gonna watch him on screen. Keep him in the villain
I'm
space because then we can all
going
mutually
to
agree. We can all mutually
watch
agree to hate him. Keep him as a villain.
I'm mad as shit. Come on, man. Damn it. But at the same time,
Y'all keep these white men on when they do foul shit. So I'm going to
foul
watch
shit with kids
the
and
work
everything.
that he does. I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch.
I'm going to watch.
I'm gonna watch.
And I hope Disney doesn't drop him because
Don't
you can't
drag me for it,
You
but-
are not going to be able to replace him. He is already that character.
He solidified
He
his space
is
in that.
this.
He's solidified that space. You can't. I'm
Please don't
sorry.
take him
You
away.
can't. Please don't.
Please don't take him away.
Marvel, hear our cries. Michael B. Jordan, I'm one of your biggest supporters, and I always tell people they're full of shit when they say you can't act. Keep him in the Creed saga if there was already if he was already incorporated in 4 and forward. I'm saying don't erase him if he was already incorporated.
I think the way
I'm
that-
still gonna watch,
I'm gonna
and there
say
are a lot
this.
of people like us who are still gonna watch.
Pure speculation, but the way that Jonathan Majors connected with
Wow, this is crazy.
the black man we were just talking about,
The way he connected with this is the black man we were just talking about.
that they Creed.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael.
You know what? Creed is so unintentionally shady. Because how you forget that man name that fast?
I don't know, that was horrible. But the way that he connected with Michael,
Yeah.
it made me feel as though, damn, I got stuff to open. It made me feel as though
I was looking.
that, you know, Michael probably saw a side of Jonathan. It made him not want to be that person. You know, like the way that, I don't know if you saw the speech that Jonathan gave for Michael B. Jordan when he got his star.
I didn't see Jonathan's speech. I only saw the director. I love him. What's his name? Shit. Michael, not Michael. Ryan Coogler.
Oh,
I only saw his speech. I didn't see Jonathan's.
Yeah, and
I saw him there.
Really much so about like brotherhood and the friendship happening so quickly and different things like that. Like, once again, he's a great actor. It could have been all shit, but I don't think it was. I don't
think it was fake that Michael B. had him there.
Yeah, I think it was one that I think Jonathan was very nervous to give that speech too. But it I think there was a part of Jonathan that saw better of himself being a black man in Michael B. Jordan. And, you know,
I could see that.
we all have our downfalls.
Yeah. We all have our shit. Don't get me wrong. We all have our shit. Now,
And maybe he just needs
Our
I
shit-
still am assuming that the bitch that you beat, sorry to say bitch was beat, the woman that
he allegedly strangled,
yes, is white.
she's definitely other. She's not black.
Just stop playing around, black men, and allow us.
And don't strangle your black women either. Don't strangle your
Don't
black
strangle
queens.
us either. Don't strangle us either.
Don't
But-
you strangle your black queens.
Well, the reason why
If you're going to be in an abusive relationship, because they exist. If you're going to be in an abusive relationship, be in one with someone who knows how to hold you down.
Y'all really don't allow us
And keep your shit out the street.
to reflect to you.
No.
We're trying to help you reflect.
I'm trying to reflect to you so that you can see
I
thyself
wanna
and
hold
make the
mirror
necessary changes.
and also see, like, baby, I'm here to help you, but I still want to hold the fucking mirror.
Like, I am not thy enemy. You are your own enemy.
Like
reflection?
because I'm just like, y'all
It's giving reflection.
really don't want us to tell you about yourselves.
No, but you
that's
need
why
to be
you
told.
avoid us. I'm pretty sure that's why you avoid us.
1,000%.
Like-
Either they don't want to see the reflection of their mothers, or they don't want to see the reflection of themselves. And in not wanting to see the reflection of their mothers, they don't want to see the reflection of themselves because we are a direct result of our parents, for better or
Let
worse.
us help you.
Help
As
us help
continue
you.
to help us. Like,
But really, we're helping you.
yeah, helping you. But I mean, you know, like there are moments where you can help me be a little less.
Help me embrace my divine feminine. Hopefully,
yes.
hopefully.
I saw something.
If you're the right man, the right masculine energy, because I need to embrace my divine feminine too.
Yes.
But if you're the right masculine counterpart, one of your jobs is to help us embrace our divine feminine, because we are rarely in our day-to-day lives given the opportunity to lean into that space.
Literally.
Because more often than not, we have to be so masculine forward, because every fucking industry is male dominated except for the industry of child rearing and childbirth. And the only reason that that's not male dominated is because they cannot manifest fallopian tubes in a uterus. However, they still feel the need to fucking to impose laws around it. Let me not go on that tangent, down that rabbit hole, but I digress. You get what I mean.
Literally. There was a post that I saw the other day, and it was like, may I walk into spaces that allow me to be soft, work and find more softness in myself instead of survival.
That's the theme of my life right now. The phase that I'm in my life right now.
Warm.
I want to be able to feel all warm and gooey like a fucking fresh chocolate chip cookie. And I want to feel like I can be soft and limber like a fucking flower and blow with the wind, and that I can trust that you have me.
Yes.
That's all I want.
I don't want to have to fight all the damn time.
Tired.
I don't want to like fight for my life, fight for my opinion, fight for my rights, fight for this,
fight for the validity in my industry.
I gotta
fight for
do this. I'm fucking growing muscles because I gotta lift all my boxes. I gotta do all my shit. Like, bitch, I'm not trying to do that anymore. A bitch really is trying to be soft and so
I want to be picked up. And I want to feel light as a feather as you toss me around the room in a sexual way, not in a violent way.
Yeah.
Okay. Toss me around the room in a sensual way.
Yeah.
Okay, so to speak.
Be soft with you.
I want to be soft and
bitch
limber.
I'm not trying to be a hardcore bitch.
Nah, I don't want to have to be a hardcore bitch. I want to be able to... all of my alpha, I really want that to just be outside the house. Yeah. I really want to embrace my inner beta in the house. I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. I want to be able to embrace my inner beta because so much of me is alpha and in control all the time. But with that comes a huge amount of trust that has to happen.
Yeah.
Because with that leaning into the divine feminine, that's where our vulnerability lies.
Yeah.
With men too.
Yeah.
When they lean into their emotions and their vulnerability in that space, it's always considered feminine. It's always considered soft. It's always considered like more woman-like. And it is the divine feminine, but it's not. Divine feminine does not mean woman.
Yeah.
Does not directly translate to woman, because
really
male, female, in between, non-binary, trans, it doesn't matter. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy. Whether or not you nurture and lean into those energies is just based on the individual.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to embrace more of my divine feminine. I'm trying to have a soft life. It never requires me to have a space to be a soft ass bitch.
And I cannot do that with y'all motherfuckers being stupid.
Being stupid, being selfish, being narcissistic, being wrapped up in ego that you can't connect to true self.
Yeah.
So when you lose your sense of true self because you're so stuck in ego telling you what ego is built to tell you. It's meant to give you that arrogance. But with ego also comes fear.
Yes.
And feeling the need to protect against something.
Yes.
To resist something.
Yes.
And all of that. So... oh, Mr. Majors. That brings us back to you because you were embracing that divine feminine, at least outwardly. Now, inwardly, we don't know. Because you posing in pictures in pink doesn't necessarily mean you're embracing your divine feminine. That means you have great PR. So... well,
the pictures that he did was actually... we talked about this, didn't we? It was Don Flamingo. It was anime. It was anime.
Yeah.
And it was also Valentine's Day, y'all. Jesus Christ.
Right, because it was red and pink. It was red and pink.
It was red and pink. It was anime, but
still, even given some other actors with a lot less comfortability in their masculinity still wouldn't go that route.
I think that he's such a great actor that he definitely can.
He knows how to lean into other,
physically into these spaces.
That's why I'm saying personally, I don't know how much you're into your divine feminine side.
It seems like he's very much so in his alpha male of all things. Mm-hmm. If you are to the point that you can just be on. It seems like he beats on anybody. It doesn't really. It seems like his life
don't seem like it's limited to women.
He's an abusive person.
Seems like he's an aggressive guy.
His words and his manipulation. It's the way that some people came out talking about, who he has been through school. It just seems
sounds like he's your run of the mill narcissist.
Yeah,
with a side of potentially abusive behavior. Allegedly, it's all alleged on this podcast. All sucks.
Don't get me wrong.
It all sucks.
Still gonna watch the movies. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's Marvel.
Marvel.
And if they change it, how they know. They know
the Marvel machine. We already know
that they've got to find somebody on par / better.
And honestly, there's no one like Jonathan Majors in the market right now. There isn't. There isn't. Just like
And
there's no one like Michael B. Jordan, and
sucks.
there's nobody
And that's what
like
sucks.
Denzel Washington's son, Jordan something Washington. Like these are all very specific. Like
Denzel Washington's son is. I don't really like his acting. I'm not.
I love his acting. He's fine though.
He is fine as hell.
He's fine.
But I don't really like his acting at all.
Yeah, I
It's
can
so
take I can take or
weirdly
leave his acting.
I'm
I can take or
trying to
leave
be
it.
like my dad,
I like
so I'm
him in the
constantly
show.
talk
What was
like
it?
this.
Not Billions. In the show Ballers. I like him in that show on HBO.
Oh, I've never watched it.
It just seemed fitting for his personality type, so it didn't seem like a lot of work.
Yeah, he doesn't need he needs roles that aren't allowed.
I also didn't know he was Denzel's son at the time that I started watching it.
Oh, okay.
I found out later just reading the credits, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
he's not your dad, but I can appreciate
Not your
you
daddy.
leveraging your opportunities given your name.
Yeah.
Who can be mad
Yeah.
at you? And he might just need to get seasoned a bit. Your dad just had the knack. I mean, out the gate, that motherfucker was just convincing us all. It don't matter what he plays.
Yeah, that's real.
He could be a villain. He could be the hero. He can be the underdog. He could be top of the food chain. It don't matter. We believe you.
I believe him. I
believe you.
Denzel when he does anything.
Like he could be an abuser. We believe you. He could be the sweetest and kindest man on earth. We believe you.
Literally.
Which makes it very scary. I see why you keep your life private. That and your old school actor. So old school actors don't share their personal lives. That's that
And
newfangled
Jonathan
shit.
Majors was trying to do the same thing.
He was trying to keep it
and
mysterious
just
because he
wasn't-
was on social media. He's not sharing his personal life. He's not getting on lives and TikToking and doing all that shit. But police get called, and all of a sudden, all your business is in the streets.
Bro,
And what I'm wondering now, because he didn't have any social media and could not be directly called out by username, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe, is that why people were quiet on social media about him?
I would be
his
louder.
behaviors and stuff? Like,
I would be louder if I know that you couldn't directly or you wasn't
directly
choosing
respond to me and
directly-
counter tweet and shit, like
Jonathan Majors,
all caps
Jonathan Majors bitch.
of this movie, of this show, of this network.
I would have been louder.
Like-
Ooh, Caramel,
Girl, which
Like,
one you on,
almost like,
the barrel proof?
the second one.
On- yep,
because I
barrel
finished the
proof.
first one.
Girl, it's
Smells
caramel.
like waffles, maple waffles. You said maple.
Yep.
Ugh, maple
With this
waffles,
undercurrent of
waffles.
smoke still sitting under there. Like, it's really nice, y'all.
wanna
Okay,
have smoking
we've
waffles.
established
Ooh,
Corbin
half-smoking waffles.
Cash.
Sounds so good.
Like, if you're into what we said for the white spirits, great, fabulous. Take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of what's speaking to me, their execution on these whiskeys are delicious. It's not. I can say it does rival Kentucky whiskeys in a way, but it also very clearly sets itself apart from that Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio area,
Absolutely.
kind of what you would expect. I love that. It rivals, but it doesn't impersonate
Absolutely.
or duplicate.
Absolutely.
So I'll give y'all that. Corbin Cash,
You
you
did
see
it.
y'all. Okay,
You did
I like
it.
that.
You did it.
Yeah, and the way that these evolve with the water and with when that ethanol escapes the glass, it's a really fun journey with these whiskeys. I like it. So I think I want to see now a barrel aged gin. I want to see how that sweet potato base plays with wood. And just see what it gives. Because I'm curious if it kind of lends more to like cooked sweet potato, like yams. Like I want to know
Yeah, that's real.
kind of like what that process in nature happens. And maybe they're already working on that and it's in barrels right now as we speak. I hope so.
That'd be cool.
I called it.
That'd be cool for sure.
And I want a bottle specifically sent to me, Corbin Cash.
Corbin Cash.
Because I know y'all gonna see this because I'm gonna tag you in it. And I'm gonna share it on Seelbach. And you're not gonna have a choice but to acknowledge me. So hey guys. Hey. No, this whiskey's
real
where
though.
it's at though. This whiskey's where it's at.
Yeah, it's
okay.
really, really
Highly
tasty.
recommend.
Yes, I agree. Especially that bourbon. Bourbon was very delicious.
Bourbon was next level.
Yeah,
that
bourbon was
one,
so good.
and I don't get like super hyped up and excited about bourbons these days because I taste so many.
Yeah.
That one is a standout for me. Just because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of whiskey out of California, period.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't drink a lot of spirits out of California, and when I
Same.
have, it's been single malts.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different ball game. So this experience with some California whiskeys, I am happy to have happy to have tried this lineup. I'm glad
Very tasty.
that this, and I was like, I wanted to do something where it was across the board of their spirits and not just a bunch of different whiskeys of a certain category or whatever, because we always do that.
Yeah.
So I was happy to be able to bring a vodka and a gin, and then what we'll end with is a liqueur, like, into the mix to get a full scope of what a distillery is working with. And I love that because, I mean, across the board, there's something for everybody in this. So that's really cool. I like that. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm not into Jonathan Majors being cancelable. That sucks. I mean, he's already not someone you would follow on socials or anything because he don't have it to follow. So
yeah.
I ain't got to worry about unfollowing him. I wasn't looking at his personal life to begin with. I'm going to focus on the art. I'm so sorry. This is just one of those moments where I know I'm a hypocrite and I have to own it because I'm human.
And, you know,
I'm
we get
flawed.
to have those choices.
Yeah, I'm human and
We
I'm
get to
flawed.
have those choices.
And this is one of those moments where you just are bearing witness to my flaws.
Yeah.
While I will always and forever cancel a Robert Kelly, I will not cancel Jonathan Majors' work. Okay. I wasn't invested in him, the person, to begin with. So unless something worse comes out, I'm so sorry. Don't drag me because strangling is bad, but it's alleged.
He's an abusive man, and I love his movies. Boom, statement.
Two things can be true. We are not a monolith.
I'm sorry.
We are not a monolith. I have to write that down.
If you can comment and tell us who can play a better villain for the next upcoming of Marvel, let us know.
And Creed, because I'm a Creed girl.
Because it's gonna be good. Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
I mean, honestly, they can do without him being in Creed.
They could. I mean,
they
the next if they haven't already kind of like solidified that storyline for 4, yes, they can tweak that and kind of keep him as a distant.
Oh, was he supposed to be in more?
I think so.
Oh,
because it left on a not cliffhanger, but it left on an unfinished note. At the end, it wasn't like, oh, they're writing each other off, but it also wasn't like, oh, you're guaranteed to be in each other's lives later either. Right. It just kind of left with like, y'all need to talk some more.
That's literally how I felt at the end. I was telling
like, y'all got some more to say.
Because I'm like, we already talked about this, y'all. You know, it didn't give me that triumph feeling. It just gave me...
It gave more to the story until next time.
Bros need to talk.
Yeah, for real. For real. And we kind of need to see
I need to go to lunch.
how this goes now that Creed stepped out of retirement and jumped back in for this particular
maybe
thing.
That's why he was so good at being a cheater.
Maybe.
In that movie. He
was great at being a well thought out, strategic ass, plot on your downfall cheater.
Damn.
It's unfortunate. But believable.
So believable.
Oh, God.
I never knew how. I got Duran Bernard stuck in my head.
Okay, before I go on a Michael Jackson tangent, let's get into our 5th sip.
Why are we going on the Michael Jackson tangent?
Because I started saying You Are Not Alone.
Oh.
That's all.
I was like, what now? I'm here. All right, last sip and then some eating and we're out of here.
Where we eating or not? Where we eating or not? Where are we eating? Perhaps or not. Okay, so our 5th sip is Corbin Cash's Sweet Potato Liqueur Barrel Reserve. Really? Yes. So inspired by founder David Souza's mother's sweet potato squares recipe, Corbin Cash Barrel Reserve Sweet Potato Liqueur is our most unique creation. Made from 100% estate-grown California sweet potatoes, it is distilled at a lower proof to retain more flavor and aged in custom-charred American white oak for up to 4 years. Wow. Just like their whiskeys. A mild blend of brown sugar, spices, and extracts introduces an array of aromas, flavors, and textures that makes this a standout in their portfolio.
Standout.
This is at 70 proof in the bottle, y'all. So, high proof for a liqueur, for sure.
So nice.
The nose is so sweet.
Yeah. You got a little anise, got a little cinnamon.
Yep.
Definitely your sweet potato.
I guess citrus in this
white
still
sugar,
too.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, the sugars are sugaring. Ooh, I'm getting... Wow, what is that? Okay, wait. Ooh, what is that? It reminds me of a different liqueur and I can't think of it.
It smells a little bit like when you...
No, I know what it is. It's fucking orange oleosaccharum.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Orange oleosaccharum.
Definitely.
Like, that's
exactly... a little bit like whipped cream.
Ooh. Like Miracle Whip? Not Miracle Whip.
Not
That's
mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip. Not mayonnaise. Not the mayo alternative.
Whip. Whip.
What is the brand?
You know what I'm talking about.
Shit.
It's
Y'all know that whipped cream brand. I thought it's not Miracle Whip though. It's not.
It's not Miracle Whip.
Because Miracle Whip is a mayo alternative. It's not giving Miracle Whip at all. Yeah, it's giving whatever that whipped cream. Ready Whip. Ready Whip. There we go. Ready Whip. That red can and the one that comes in the little like tub or whatever that you can scoop out.
This tub that you can scoop
It's the
out.
tub whipped cream that you can scoop out.
Legit.
Wow, that's exactly what that is. The nostalgia. Oh my god, my mom used to always make us these like little strawberry dessert cups and top them with that whipped cream.
Yeah. I know this is so weird, but I even want to say you can smell the temperature.
Ooh, it's like yeah, kind of. And it smells like peach rings.
Ooh, it does.
Ooh, all the way to those sugar crystals on top.
Yes, literally.
Ooh,
Wow,
okay,
so
Corbin
cool.
Cash.
That's so nice.
Okay.
Here we go. We're tasting.
Okay. The palate doesn't deviate too far from the nose.
Nope.
Wow. A lot more of that anisey that you were talking about on the palate. That cinnamon's still there. It's also like
makes
licorice.
a lot more sense.
It tastes like
gin and
licorice.
the vodka make more sense with this.
That's what I'm saying. It barrel aged that gin.
Which then makes me want to do a Martinez riff with this sweet potato and this gin.
And the
a little
gin.
bit.
Wow.
I feel like with sweet vermouth, orange bitters, with a little bit of Luxardo could be really cool.
Raw sweet potato on the palate. What is that smoky? It's like a spice.
It smells like
on the palate. It's like a spice. And it's got a little inherent like smokiness to it.
we already said anise. Not all spice.
Maybe that's what I'm getting.
Clove?
Maybe all spice. Clove. Okay. I was gonna say it's a baking
Definitely
spice,
clove.
1000%. Because it's
Definitely
giving me
clove.
fall cocktail right now. Wow. I'm not gonna hold you. One of my
really appreciate this.
in my top liqueurs that I've tried in a while. I haven't tried a sweet potato liqueur before.
Me neither.
This sets a precedent, though. If I were to ever try another one, I'd be comparing it to this.
Which is so great is that it isn't. It's not sweet.
No.
It's actually very dry, and it's definitely clove because clove gives that nummingness to your tongue.
Yes. Okay.
So
And
much
it's
clove.
prevalent in this one, where clove is usually more of like an undercurrent, a kind of
So it
like.
also tastes like smoking a clove. Too.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's
why I love being black. That's what the fuck it is.
Yes.
It took me back to college.
Yes.
Finals.
Legit.
Stressing, sitting on my fucking stoop, smoking a fucking clove like that was gonna do anything to get me through finals. That is where it puts me.
Yeah. Legit.
As I like look back on my 10 years ago college days. Wow. Shouts out to
That's
you,
so
Corbin
great.
Cash.
What I think is also why I appreciate this so much is because
Wow.
so many people are always, when you get to your fall cocktails, are trying to like make yam milk, make sweet potato milk,
Skip all the bullshit.
Skip all the bullshit and put this.
Get you some sweet potato
and
liqueur from
something that
Corbin
can, it
Cash.
can still have a good mouthfeel.
Yep.
Have that sweet potato-ness come through.
And the flavors are pungent enough that you
Yeah.
don't need a lot. And the
Wow.
proof is high enough that it doesn't dilute.
You can make something stirred that doesn't have a weird potato texture.
Yep. Yeah, you're not gonna worry about that weird texture. You don't have to worry about cloudiness, having to like
Yes.
overly strain.
Wow.
All that type of stuff. We're talking bartender talk at this point because only bartenders understand the prep and the irritation that comes with prepping something like that.
Literally, yeah.
So yeah, wow.
That is so delicious.
I wish someone
want
would
an
figure out
old-fashioned with this
how to
right
make
now.
a purple ube liqueur and maintain like a texture like this and a level of sweetness / dryness, but that still communicates that color and stuff that you want from like a ube.
Corbin Cash, I might have been at the front talking.
She was ready to write you off in the beginning, but we brought her back.
We got together. The only thing I have left is the gin. Everything else I finished today.
Wow,
I haven't done that in a while.
that liqueur is fucking delicious. I'm gonna mix the
really
liqueur
tasty.
with my 90 proof rye.
That's gonna be so good because it when I first smelled it smelled like the rye.
Yep. I'm doing with the 90 proof so one doesn't overpower the other.
Guys, this is really, really great. Thank you,
Wow.
Corbin Cash.
Thank you, Corbin Cash.
About where we eating, where we not,
where we or not.
So I went to that ramen place, y'all. Remember that time I was talking about that ramen place?
There was a place she was telling me that's like this super popular, well sought after ramen place. They're only open at these weird ass hours on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays,
Friday,
some weird shit like that.
Only on Tuesday. The only thing you can get on Tuesday is they're like chef's bowl. I might go back and try again. So I went by myself this Thursday that I went out last week, and I had the karage. Was so good.
Karage? What's a karage?
It's the fried chicken.
Okay.
The fried chicken things. So if you've been to Japan, it's like the fried chicken like things.
Yep.
Karage is just a Japanese fried chicken.
Yep.
Like nuggets almost.
Yum.
So good. I think it's like a certain way of like kind of almost tempura frying it and deep frying it at the same time that makes it karage. I'm not really sure. This is just a guess.
Yeah.
I'm no chef. That was delicious. Then I ordered. So one thing I hate, which I really fucking hate, is ordering. You have to order through a QR code. I really don't
hate
like
that
because
don't force me.
I ordered their truffle ramen bowl, and I was super excited. It was a chicken broth, super cool. Added extra pork. Put my allergies in. My karage comes. Dope. I'm like waiting around. My ramen's not around. Then the chef comes over and goes, "Hi, so like it's not like commonly known, I know it's like not something that everybody knows, but dashi means fish. It means fish broth. And I'm like,
so how is it chicken broth and fish broth?
So I'm like, okay, so I'm listening to him. He's like, yeah, so the chicken, that bowl that you chose has fish in it. You're gonna have to choose something else. So I'm like, okay. He's like, can you just pull up the app? I'll show you. So I pull up the app and I'm looking. I'm like, well, this doesn't say dashi in it. He's like,
so whether it's commonly known or not, it wasn't even referenced. It wasn't even in
there. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, so you're saying that truffle's only in this bowl? Like I can't get truffle or anything else? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I end up going with.
I hate people do that.
I know.
I hate people do that. Accommodate me.
I know. I end up going with some. Oh damn. She gave me cash back. I don't even know where I put it. But I ended up going with their spicy pork broth, creamy thing. And it was just one note. It was just I don't
like one note broth.
It was just like
you gotta take me on a journey. I need savory. I need a hint of sweet. I like spice.
A little citrus.
Herbaceousness.
It's supposed to be spicy. It wasn't even spicy. It was just oily. It was like oily.
Oh, I don't like that. So they probably tried to use a chili oil, overdid on the chili oil. Yeah, no. I want chili flakes. I want cut peppers.
Because like when you have things, we have stuff like QR codes.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to say, I want my money back. I want to try something else. Like it's just hard to.
So you had to order through the app.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that shit.
I hate that.
Even if you make me look at a QR code menu, I don't want to order through a QR code. No, I'm ordering through a human being.
It's like, what? Then the sake that I chose, it said golden sparkling. I was like, that sounds really nice.
That sounds good. It wasn't good?
Disgusting. It was so fucking bitter.
I held out hope for delicious.
They didn't give me a cup. I had to ask for a cup. Also,
they wanted you to drink it out of the can?
All the cups were paper.
You can't do sake in a paper cup. Out of an aluminum, out of a metal can. Who raised you people? Oh no, you're not upholding no tradition.
Like a street.
I want me a glass or ceramic cup for my sake.
The guy next to me, I wanted to ask him what he got because he was like, "Oh my god, this is so good! Oh my god!" And I really wanted to look to him. I should have asked him what he had.
White?
Yes. Okay. Of course. Okay.
I can't always trust what they get excited about.
Karage was so good though. So reason why I want to go back, which sucks, I can't have any of their bowls with chicken broth in it because they mix all of it also with include fish.
Who says I want fish in my chicken? Whatever. Anyway,
that's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's just I guess they use fish bones too in the broth, making their broth. Don't get me wrong.
And I'm sure the broth is already pre-done.
I think the ramen was very authentic. Don't get me wrong. It was a very authentic ramen. The noodles were cooked very well. I really love the noodles. But the broth...
But it was one note.
Then it was just one note. Then I was like, okay, maybe if I put... Because what I wanted immediately was cilantro and lime. I was like, I think
that's what I wanted.
Could do really nice in this ramen. So I knew they didn't have any cilantro. And so the drink selection, there was no cocktails. It was just sake, beer, or non-alcoholic.
Got it.
Right?
Okay, so they're a lazy place.
So it's
That's what that means.
it's about this authentic, I guess, probably street. Almost giving Naruto, if you watch Naruto, if you watch anime, his like ramen space that he likes to go to.
Okay.
Which is really cool. But at the same time, you know, whatever. So I'm like, I asked the like lady who's the hostess / server. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I go, do you have any lemons and limes here? She's like, no. I was like, okay. She was like, well, like, what did you want it for? She was like, oh, well, no. She goes, we have yuzu. I was like, oh,
I'll
I
take
would
a
love
piece
that.
of yuzu.
I was
Yeah.
like, I love some yuzu. It was yuzu juice. I was like, I would love that. She was like, well, what do you need it for? And I was like,
None of your business,
I want to
bitch!
put it in the bowl. And she gives me like 2 drops of yuzu. And so I'm like,
You could give me 2 ounces of yuzu juice. Cut it out. I know the yuzus are seasonal and they're not the cheapest, but you
she's
have
like,
it.
It's really strong. Like, bitch.
Don't. It's not a mansplain if you're a woman, but don't splain.
do
Don't
that.
splain
I mean,
me.
This bowl needs some
Don't
citrus. It's one
splain
noted.
me.
I don't like it. And I should have probably just said it. And I kind of walked out like,
You should have.
They were like, how's everything? I was
You're
like,
so kind.
it's okay. Like, I literally like I was so deflated. I was so happy to be there. The karaage was great. I was like, oh, this is great ramen.
And it was so hyped up.
Depleted. I was just like, whatever. But I had took an edible. I smoked a bowl. Mm-hmm. And so I was chilling. And then I went next door.
You enhanced your own experience.
I really did. It was on Upchurch Street too. So I went next door to their sweet spot and I got this delicious milkshake. And I just sat outside while the sun was setting and it was a nice day. And so everything was fine. But like, I'm like, I just don't know. All these motherfuckers talking about, you know, this is the best this, the best that. Like,
guarantee you, we already know the demographic that was giving it their kudos.
I want to go back and try again. Like, I really,
we know the demographic is giving
really
it their kudos.
want
Next time you
that
go, it needs to be
truffle
like
bowl.
we need to go for a joint.
I know
date.
that. I think if I got that truffle bowl, that bitch would have been fire.
Yeah.
I think if I got that,
Maybe
truffle
I'll
bowl,
try the truffle bowl because
think
I
it
can
would've
do the
been
fish
fire.
and then I
It
can
looks
let you
so
know
good.
if it's good.
But all of their chicken broths have dashi. Like, I'm like, why would you do that?
And why wouldn't you advertise that so people could Google dashi and decide for
And
themselves?
say that. And he's like, it's, you know, it's not really commonly known.
It's
I'm
not
like,
commonly known. And it's also not indicated on your menu, so it's not known. Period.
What
Whether
are
it's
we
common or
talking
uncommon,
about?
beloved.
That was annoying.
Come on, beloved.
Then we went to Bar Amazonia. Awesome. We went. I already told you about the setting. So
Yes.
yeah, that was my.
Okay, so we're gonna recreate this ramen / Bar Amazonia date because I haven't been to either one.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we'll recreate that, and then I'll get the one with dashi so that I can at least tell you if it's good.
Right.
Right. So we're gonna figure that out.
Child, I'm so sad.
Yeah, that's so much.
I saw truffle. I was like, ooh, can't wait.
And
to
I love
see
a piece of
this.
truffle. Oh my god!
It was truffle oil that they put into
Yeah.
broth.
See, I
knew it
put
was gonna
truffle
be fire.
oil in my broth that I make at home.
I knew it was going to be fucking good. I know. I love truffle. You can't go wrong.
You
with
cannot
truffle.
go wrong with truffle. If you manage to go wrong with truffle, you just suck and you should give up.
Just suck trash.
You should suck, throw in a towel, and
This
give
was,
up.
Also, they were like very strict about not taking any pictures or anything, so I didn't take any pictures.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
I was like, okay, child.
I mean, I'm not the one that's pressed to take
Whatever.
pictures anyway, but
I
still,
tried.
I guess. I don't like being told no, though.
Me neither.
But me and Ra had a date night on Saturday.
Oh, we all go.
We went to Bronze and sat at the bar.
Okay.
We went to go see Lavelle and Josh and Greg.
Yay.
And Greg, I love you. Hey, Greg. He knows his friend. He reserved 2 seats for us.
Yes.
And so we enjoy sitting at the bar. I think from now on, I kind of want to go sit at the bar.
I only
Sit
sit at the bar now.
I only want to go sit at the bar. And so we just split up our little stuff. We did the coconut rice, of course. We did the prawns.
Nice.
We did the chicken.
Nice.
And it was a great, cute little date night. Of course, we did the mezcal cocktail. I forget the name of it, but it's delicious, y'all.
Yeah, their cocktails.
The
I really
mezcal
like their
cocktails
cocktails.
so good.
I really like their cachaça ones.
And their all the cocktails we tried when we went were good. So
Yeah.
I have no complaints on the cocktails.
Yeah.
But we specifically were drinking more than one of the mezcal ones. And then I wanted to try their wine, so I tried their bronze, their label cab this time, and it was delicious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got some wines on there with their own label on it. So of course I'm gonna go through and try those first. So every time I go now, I'm gonna try a different cocktail, try a different wine. I kind of do it that way. And Rob was, of course, ecstatic because the bill wasn't too high. And so we had established after that date, they're like, okay, here's our compromise. When I'm going out with Rob, we're going to go to places we already know it's going to be good, like a Bronze or a Daru or something like that. We already know it's going to be good. We already know the cocktail's going to be good. We know what we want to eat. And, like, she likes to know what to expect. And it doesn't hurt to also know people behind the bar, so you get a little something off.
Right.
Love it. Perfect for my wife. Me, I don't give a fuck. So, like, with other people, like Capri and my mother and my other friends who like to go out and dine and try new places and stuff like that, I reserve those outings for those people who actually enjoy the experience.
Okay.
Because Ra's just not into that.
Okay.
She's always dissecting whether or not it was worth the bottom line. Doesn't matter anything else. If the food was good but the surface is trash, not worth it.
Yeah.
If the food was trash but the surface was good, not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, if she can't get a decent margarita at the very least, because she's not the pickiest with cocktails, not worth it.
Right.
So, because she'll take a ghetto margarita from Joe's Seafood.
Yeah.
Joe's Prime. But the food is on point.
Yeah.
And the service is on point.
Yeah.
To her, that works out. Me, if I'm asking for a classic margarita, it needs to be crisp, it needs to be frothy, it needs to be perfection.
Yeah, that's real. That's
at
real.
a certain price point.
Where's that? I just had a good margarita. So where was that?
When I get a good margarita somewhere and I don't have to micromanage
Legal
it first.
Seafood. At the airport.
Oh, yes.
Their margarita is so good.
No, I think I might have had. No, I had a margarita when we went.
Yeah.
When you and I were traveling to Tails.
Yes.
I had a margarita then too. Because I pretty much only do margaritas and bubbles in the airport.
I was like, damn, like it wasn't sweet. You know, for some reason it's
because
only
I'm always
so
scary that it's gonna be like sour mix,
weird,
and I hate
horrible
sour mix. Yeah, I only like sour mix if you make it in house.
Yeah.
And if you don't OD on the sweet aspect.
No,
it needs sour to my sour mix.
Yeah, they did really good.
So
yeah,
if you make a good margarita, I'm taking a note of your location because that's my go-to cocktail. If you can't make a margarita well without me micromanaging, I probably won't be back at the bar, or I'm gonna stick to wine.
That's real.
Because if you can't make a good margarita, you can't make a good nothing, in my opinion. Like, margarita's the base.
Yeah.
Or a good daiquiri. And if people give me a fucking frozen daiquiri, if I don't specify frozen fucking daiquiri, I'm gonna, oh my God. Like, sorry, y'all. That got me so upset because I'm flashing back. I ordered a daiquiri and received it frozen by default. And I was like, but my default,
who were you?
I don't even remember, to be honest, because I never went back. I, by default, say classic daiquiri. I say classic in front of it because I just don't want any confusion.
Classic daiquiri is
frozen. That's what I learned in that moment. I was like, okay, classic to you meant freeze it or blend it or whatever. No, nigga, I didn't ask you for a liquor slushy. I asked you for a classic daiquiri.
Get it together.
Get your bar knowledge together. That's where my brain goes to. I'm like, oh my God, what cocktail books are you reading? Where's your cocktail history? What are we talking about? When I say classic, that means go back to the classics. Go into your lexicon. Don't go into what touristy island drink are you going to try to serve me. That's not classic.
Right.
That's tourist. And I'm not a tourist anywhere I go. Treat me like a local.
Right.
Thank you so much. I want the local experience because the way people envision American tourists is not how I am.
Literally.
Aside from the fact that I typically don't speak the full language, but I also don't exactly expect you to speak full-on fluent English either. I will do my best to translate what I can.
Period.
So I still make that effort to meet you halfway. But yeah, just I'll end my rant on please don't give me a frozen daiquiri ever in life. Thank you. If I want a frozen daiquiri, I'll make it myself. Because I only trust me and my frozen daiquiris and my frozen margaritas. And that's on Big Purr.
And that's it. So, thank y'all. I have nothing to cheers. I drank it all.
Is there anything you would like a light pour of? To cheers with?
The bourbon.
The bourbon? Yes, go ahead. You can reach your
bourbon.
I guess it's literally it's right. Yo, we're so traumatized from all the times from all of our technical difficulties. We're scared to move.
So traumatized.
The bourbon is the main one that I finished.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna toast with my rye / liqueur mashup here.
Okay.
My little
because I think
cocktail.
it'll make it such a good old fashioned.
This will make a yummy old fashioned. Ooh, what syrup would you use in this? To like
because dim. With the sweet potato, I don't want anything
just
else.
To highlight, just to elevate that
just a little bit of dim. Like if I was
Mm.
gonna do a quarter ounce of the syrup, and like slightly quarter ounce dim, not even that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would probably do a quarter to a third ounce. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, y'all,
that's an episode, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Again, just to emphasize, if you take interest in any of these, you like how any of these sound, they will go on sale next week.
Yes.
And you can use the promo code SOUL for free shipping on your order of any of these Corbin Cash products. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe. I do want to hear y'all's thoughts on that relationship is the ultimate lucid dream question.
Also, I'm back on the market. Send me your friends.
If y'all come across anybody who meets Capri's criteria, we won't about to go back down the list, but intelligent, emotionally, intellectually intelligent, can cook, can fuck, open a fucking, like all those things, dancer, can cook, can build, dancer, all that.
Get it.
Y'all know the list. Anybody here come to mind? Send her away.
Anyone, literally.
Send them in a DM. Anyone, she's open to women too.
I'm a pansexual girl.
We are open to women who embrace their divine masculine.
Yes.
Hello. Big purr. And on that note, we love you guys. Peace. Cheers. Yes.
Give it a twirl.